Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Dear Undecided, you sure have a humdinger of a problem.
Morning, Sam.
My advice to you is, oh, dag-nab this blasted machine.
Morning, Sam.
Oh, morning, Kate. I'll be with you in a minute.
Oh, that's all right. I can help myself.
My advice to you is, stop seeing the poor, young, hard-working, good-looking fella and start going out for the ugly old rich gink. Remember, money cannot buy happiness, but it can sure make misery a lot more enjoyable.
Now, this isn't any of my business, but you're not writing that advice to your nice little niece.
Oh, no, this is a new column for the newspaper.
Oh.
Yeah, I needed something to boost the World Guardian circulation. Well, last month we were clear up to 82 copies, and this month we're down to 43.
What's the reason for that?
Well, for one thing, I stopped printing Happy Hooligan on the comic page.
That'd do it.
Let's see. Dear Minerva, I am desperate.
Who's Minerva?
Me.
Who does your hair, Minerva?
Now, Kate, I'm up against a deadline with this column.
Oh, you women newspapermen are sure touchy.
Dear Minerva, I am desperate. My well is run dry, the bank is foreclosing the mortgage on my farm, the locusts have eaten my barn, and my horse has hay fever. What shall I do? Signed, Wit's End. Dear Wit's End, have no fear. Your problem has a simple solution.
Simple solution?
Just burn down the farmhouse, collect the insurance, and take off for South America.
Sam, what kind of advice is that?
What's wrong with it?
But you just can't tell somebody to burn down their property and run away.
I can't?
What other outlandish advice have you been given to these poor souls?
Well, now, here's one that's really got me stumped. This one is from Lonely. She writes, I am a widow with nothing in the world but $3 million. Can you help me find a man who needs me as much as I need him?
Lonely? Meet Wit's End.
Well, I'll be doggone. Why didn't I think of that?
Well, because, Minerva, you're not a woman.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
Because women are sensitive about things like that. And when you get right down to it, they're practical.
You mean a woman should write the Dear Minerva column?
Of course.
That's what I've been hoping you'd say. And meet Minerva.
Me? Oh, just a second. I can't give advice.
You just did. But you're perfect for the job. I don't know why I didn't think of you before.
Oh, no, Sam, I'm too busy. I got my 3 girls. I got the hotel to run.
That's just it. You've been solving people's problems for years. Just being you.
Oh, Sam, stop and think about it. The folks in this valley aren't going to send their personal problems to Kate Bradley.
Well, it could be our secret. You could type the column at the hotel and bring it down here, and nobody'd never know who Minerva is.
I just don't have time running back and forth delivering columns.
We could get somebody else to bring it.
Then it won't be a secret.
Well, it would if we could get somebody who wouldn't talk.
There isn't such a person in this valley.
Yes, there is.
Who?
Him. How about it, boy? You want to get in a newspaper game?
Hi, Mom.
I thought you were taking a bath.
I forgot my towel.
Oh,
What are you doing for my typewriter?
what typewriter?
The one in your hands.
Oh, that typewriter. I was going to take it down to the kitchen and dust it. Your Z's are awful fuzzy.
Oh, I just cleaned it yesterday.
Well, you know how Z's are. They're just dust collectors. They're even worse than B's or X's. Or, well, you're going to be late for your date.
I didn't have a date tonight.
You don't?
No, I'm going to bed early.
Oh, fine. Well, then you won't want a noisy typewriter in your room.
Mom, I'll help you carry that upstairs.
I'm not going upstairs.
You're not? Well, you're facing.
Well, just because a person is facing doesn't mean that they're going.
Mom, you all right?
Look, why don't you go and do your homework?
Well, I don't feel like doing it. I've got something more important to do.
Like what?
Well, I've got to write out the batting order for the Hooterville Hawks for tomorrow's game.
Homework is more important than batting orders.
Well, I need the typewriter for my homework.
Like I was saying, batting orders are more important than homework.
Mom, are you serious?
Now, would you get going before I change my mind?
Hey, you ought to have somebody help you carry that heavy machine.
I don't need any help.
Of course you do. Girls!
Never mind. I can manage without the girls.
Where are you going with that?
To the kitchen.
What are you going to do with it?
Why is everybody so nosy? Listen to this. Dear Minerva, I am in love with a shoe salesman who doesn't know I'm alive. Every day I buy a pair of shoes just so he'll notice me. Now I have 20 pairs of shoes, and he still hasn't given me a tumble. What should I do? Signed, Lovesick. Dear Lovesick, either get another boyfriend or find a centipede who's tired of going barefoot. After all, this is just my first batch. Someone's coming. Hello, Bobby Joe.
I thought I heard a typewriter down here.
A typewriter? What would I be doing with a typewriter?
I heard something clicking.
Oh, it must have been this. I'm knitting a sweater.
With an ice pick?
It's for cold weather.
Where's the yarn?
Well, anybody can knit with yarn.
You and your jokes. It was just that old woodpecker again.
It's a woodpecker.
Huh?
Never mind.
Hey, do you mind? I want to get in the icebox
What for?
to make myself a chicken sandwich.
Oh, you shouldn't be eating at this time of night.
I always eat at this time of night. Been doing it for 20 years.
Well, but didn't you hear the speech the president made about the dangers of inflation?
I just eat. Whatever happens after that's none of my business.
Yeah, but you got 20 years of unfinished business right there. Now, you can wind up and go to bed.
Yeah,
Very
but
bad for you to
get a
this
man
night.
have a sandwich.
Have a glass of
Night.
water. That'll
I'll
clear
be
you
right back.
out. Good night, Uncle Joe. Good night, dear. Oh, Tessa.
Well, I want to dry my baseball shirt.
Well, you dry it somewhere else.
It'll dry quick in the oven.
Hang it in the bathroom.
Well, Mom, you've always told us girls not to hang our personal stuff in the bathroom because of the guests.
Will you stop listening to your mother and listen to your mother?
Stop listening to you and listen to you?
Well, you can't dry it in the oven, and that's final.
Why don't you want me to open the oven? Have you got something in there?
No,
Then why can't I open the door?
because I have a typewriter in there, that's why.
A typewriter.
A typewriter.
Oh, Mom, you're too much. You're whipping up some sort of surprise, aren't you?
Well, you might call it that.
Well, whatever it is, it sure smells good.
Oh, but I have to type it over. What a shame. Because now it's a real hot column. Signed, Minerva. I want you to take this to Hooterville and deliver it to Sam Drucker personally. Understand? And remember, if anybody finds out that I'm Minerva, you're going to be back in Alaska pulling a sled for Nanak of the North.
All right, boy. Carry the mail.
Dear Undecided, my advice is to marry the astronomer. At least you'll know where he is nights.
Oh, I don't agree with Minerva. She should have told Miss Undecided to marry the banker.
If I were Minerva, I'd have told her to marry a ball player. Wouldn't you, Mom? Mom?
What?
Would you prefer the astronomer or the ball player?
Well, I'll have a little of both.
Mom, we're talking about Minerva's column.
My nervous what?
Listen to this. Dear Minerva, I am a hard-working man, on my feet from 6 in the morning till midnight. But my niece is always complaining that I never work enough.
Poor guy. I know just how he feels. Go ahead, I'll share the rest of it.
What can I do about it? Signed, Joe C. Mom, did you hear that?
She's asleep again.
Mom?
What?
Mom, you were asleep.
Oh, I was not.
Well, yes, you were.
Heard every word you said.
What did we say?
You said I was asleep. That's what you said. Haven't got breakfast started yet. Go on.
Breakfast ready, Kate.
Good morning. Pardon me.
Hey, that's Betty Jo's dog. Never mind the dog. Mind what you're doing.
friend.
Good boy. I gotta hand it to you. We're into our third week and nobody's got wise. Hi, fellas.
Hi, Sam. Hey, what time's the paper coming out?
Yeah, we want to read Minerva's column.
If folks will stop pestering me, it'll be out at its regular time.
Sam, who is this Minerva anyhow? Is she from around here?
Oh, she's too smart to be from around here. She's got to live in Boston or Philadelphia.
You're right about that, Floyd. For once. Hey, what's he doing here? Who? The dog.
He was back at the Shady Rest when we pulled out. He beat the train in.
What's so unusual about that?
I wonder if Kate knows he's gone. Maybe we ought to take him back.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. He might have business in town.
What kind of business would a dog be having in town?
If you want to know, ask him. I ain't nosy.
Come on, Charlie. We've got to get that crate to the grain store.
Hot ziggity, this ought to boost circulation another 5 readers. Here's a batch for Minerva.
There, hear it? Mom's at it again.
What on earth could she be writing? She's been at it for weeks.
A novel, maybe.
Use your head. Why would she keep it a secret if she were writing a novel?
Maybe it's the story of my life. Like
Like the big day you had the braces taken off of your teeth?
I've got it. She's carrying on a secret correspondence with a man. It explains everything. Writing at night, going around dead on her feet all day.
Like Elizabeth Barrett and Robert Browning.
Do they live around here?
The poet.
You mean Mom's writing to a poet?
Oh, skip it. I wonder who it could be.
Hey there, man. Sam Drucker speaking. Who'd you say it was, Sarah? What eagle? I don't know any eagles. Oh, the big city newspaper? Yeah, put him on. It's long distance. Yeah, this is the editor of the Hooterville World Guardian. Well, thank you. We think Minerva's column's pretty good, too. You want to what it? Oh, syndicate. In 46 papers. Well, our circulation's almost twice that. Oh, 46 different papers. Well, gee, I don't know. I'd have to ask her. Can I call you back? Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Haskins. Stick around. I gotta dash off a real special note to Kate.
Bye now. Bye.
Oh, there you are, you little scamp. Come here. Hey, what's that stuck to your collar?
A little tighter.
Mom is in love. What? And not with a poet. It's Sam Drucker.
Oh, not that tight. And how do you know?
Because this was attached to the dog's collar. Listen, dear Kate, our little secret is working out just fine. I've got a proposal to make to you about you know what. I'm so happy for both of us, I could kiss you. Devotedly, Sam Drucker.
Wow.
Wow! Wow!
What's all the commotion?
Uncle Joe, you'll never guess. Hold it. Uncle Joe, you better sit down. Just sit right down here, Uncle Joe. Make yourself comfortable. That's right.
You know how strange Mom's been acting lately?
How she's been sneaking my typewriter out of my room and writing all night?
And you know who she's been writing to? And who's going to propose to her?
And who can hardly wait to kiss her?
Who?
Sam Drucker!
I better sit down.
Mr. Drucker's going to be our father.
And he'll be your nephew.
Man my age don't want no bald-headed nephew.
Well, gee, if Mom and Mr. Drucker are in love, well, why all the secrecy?
If I was in love with Sam Drucker, I'd sure keep it a secret.
And sending notes back and forth by the dog. Why don't they just come right out?
I know.
Maybe she thinks we wouldn't approve.
There must be some reason why they're hiding it from everybody.
What could it be? Well, she couldn't be worried about one of us. We're all grown up. There's only one way to find out about this. Ask the one person who can give us the answer.
Dear Minerva!
And so now we understand why our mother has been so cranky with us and is always tired and run down. It's not right for us girls to stand in her way to marry the man she loves.
That's a real knee slapper, Kate. Imagine the girls thinking you and me are planning to get...
No, Sam, it isn't funny. You know, while Minerva is being a big shot in print, Kate Bradley has been tired and worn out, run down, and cranky. Didn't realize I'd been neglecting the girls.
Yeah, but think of what it'll mean to have your column syndicated. You'll be a celebrity. Why, people will be after you for autographs. There'll be parties. You'll be making speeches.
Sam, I'm about to make one now.
This is what I call a real dinner for a change. A little more of that white meat. And the dark.
Not to, mention dressing?
Yeah, a little of that, too.
And more mashed potatoes, Uncle Joe?
Uh-huh.
And not too easy on the gravy.
That's right.
And some more biscuits and strawberry jam, huh, Uncle Joe?
Notice how I'm cutting down?
Oh, yes, I have. I believe that's the smallest fourth helping I have ever seen you take.
Hey, girls, the paper's in.
Read Minerva's column.
Girls, don't you think we ought to wait till after dinner?
We just want to take a peek. Is it in?
It's here. The letter from Worried Sisters. Read Minerva's answer.
Dear Worried Sisters, and all my nice readers. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, no. What is it?
She can't. She just can't. She can't what? Betty Jo, either read it or give it to me.
Oh, Mom, you read it. I can't.
Dear Worried Sisters, and all my nice readers, this is my last column. Before I say goodbye, I'd like to tell the Worried Sisters, stop worrying. Your mother doesn't sound like the type to carry on a secret romance. If she wanted to marry her old friend, the storekeeper, you'd be the first to hear about it.
Yeah. You know, that Minerva sure is wise. I guess it's because she's so old.
Why is she giving up the column?
Oh, well, Minerva says, my readers have helped me more than I have ever helped them. And if there's anybody who really needs to follow Minerva's advice, it's yours truly, Minerva.
Did you hear that, Uncle Joe? Minerva isn't going to write her column anymore.
That's no loss. You know who could write a better column than that Minerva woman?
Who?
Your mother.
Petticoat Junction. This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Where's Mom? In the kitchen. Mom! Mom! There you are, Mom. Oh, you finally recognized me. Mom, you should see what's all the excitement. Well, you should see who's coming.
Oh.
Well, I was down by the tracks and then the train came in and oh, that's them.
Hi.
Hello.
How do you do? Your mouths are open.
Isn't this a great little place?
Yes. I'm Oliver Wendell Douglas. And this is my wife, Lisa.
Hello.
I'm pleased to know you. I'm Kate Bradley, and these are my three daughters, Billy Joe, Betty Joe, and Bobby Joe.
Oh, you're so young to have such old daughters.
Thanks. Oh, darling.
Your dog doesn't like perfume?
Oh, would you like to register? What am I saying? You don't have to register. Billy Joe, go get number 1. This is one of our better rooms.
We're only going to stay overnight. We just bought a farm here in the valley.
Oh.
The Haney place.
The Haney place? Why is it every time you mention the Haney place, everybody says, the Haney place?
I guess it's just because everybody thinks we're so lucky. We're going to live there.
The Haney place? Well, that's fine. Fine. We're going to love having you for neighbors. Did you have any luggage?
Do they? About 40 bags. Oh, Oliver wanted me to travel light.
Well, I'll have Uncle Joe pick him up as soon as he gets back from Hooterville.
Oh, thank you.
There you are. It's the right top of the stairs. Turn right.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Come on, darling.
Morning, Sam.
Was till you walked in.
That's a fine way to talk to a customer.
You ain't a customer till you buy something. And the last thing you bought was a 5-cent cigar 3 months ago.
I'm trying to cut down.
Smoking or spending?
I made a picture a few years ago, Good Neighbor Sam, and it wasn't about you. Can I have my mail?
Hold it! The only one who can touch the mail is the postmaster. Get out of here. Now, may I help you?
My mail.
Oh, just a second. Sign here.
What for?
When the court clerk shows up trying to find out why you didn't report for jury duty, I don't want you saying you never got the letter.
How did you know it was a jury notice?
It's from Pixley Superior Court, and you ain't running for judge.
Jury duty. I ain't got time to waste on jury duty.
You got a million other things you can waste your time on.
Sitting around for days trying to prove some guy's a crook.
Maybe they figure it takes one to know one.
They got a lot of nerve trying to pull this on a citizen and a taxpayer.
Citizen, maybe, but a taxpayer? Who you kidding?
I ain't gonna do it.
Well, in that case, you better fill out a change of address form.
Huh?
Just put down county jail.
Mom, did you see that suit Mrs. Douglas is wearing?
And what about that jewelry?
Boy, did that dog smell good.
I wonder where she got that suit.
We ought to ask her what catalog she uses.
Oh, I don't think that suit came from a catalog.
Hey, what convention's staying here?
Convention?
Yeah, all them bags down the tracks.
Oh, they belong to Mr. and Mrs. Douglas.
They bought the Haney place.
The Haney place?
Yeah, Uncle Joe, would you mind going down and picking up the bags?
Yeah, I'll be glad to. Oh. I just come down to lumbago.
How come this always happens when there's work to be done?
Does it? I never noticed. Let him carry his own bags. Any man with a weak enough brain to buy the Haney place ought to have a strong back.
Mr. Douglas is a very smart man. He's a big city lawyer.
I don't care if he... A lawyer?
Mrs. Bradley.
Mr. Douglas, are you comfortable?
Oh, very charming room.
Thank you.
Mr. Douglas, I'm Joe Carson, Kate's uncle.
Nice to meet you. I was wondering if there was someone who could help me with my luggage.
Well, I'll be glad to help you.
What was that you were saying about lumbago?
Oh, well, you take a hot bath and I think it'll go away, Kate. Woman suffers something awful. Let me give you a little advice, Mr. Douglas. If you're going to live around here, I wouldn't go around telling folks that I was a lawyer.
Why not?
Well, the minute they find out you're a lawyer, they're going to come running asking for free legal advice, like how to get out of jury duty, just to mention a few things. You being new around here, wanting to get in good with everybody, you'll probably tell them how to get out of jury duty without charging them. They ain't got no right to take advantage of you. Have you tell them how to get out of jury duty without paying for it.
If anybody should happen to come up and ask me how to get out of jury duty, I'm not going to tell them.
You wouldn't?
I believe it's every citizen's duty to serve, because the jury system is priceless heritage from English common law. It's not a duty, it's a privilege.
That's another thing. They'll be asking you how to get out of jury privilege.
The only reason a man should try to get out of jury duty is if it works a hardship on him, you know, loss of revenue.
Loss of revenue? Oh, say, would you mind telling Kate I took the handcar to Pixley on important business?
Well, what the rest of these bags?
Oh, I don't think you can carry them all in one trip. So I told him down at the Pixley courthouse I'd suffer a loss of revenue if I had to serve on the jury.
Oh, I'm sure they would have let you out to go to the unemployment office.
I ain't got time for jury duty. I'm too busy running the hotel, cleaning up the place, doing all the chores, the heavy work only a man can take care of. I can't get away. I got too much to do.
Why not? You've been getting away with it for years. And now you're even getting away with jury duty.
You don't understand, Kate. That's what they call exterminating circumstances.
Mr. Frobisher, my civics teacher, says that anyone should be happy to serve on a jury.
Well, tell him to go to the Pixley County Courthouse and enjoy himself. They have an opening.
You should be ashamed of yourself, shirking your duty.
It ain't a duty, it's a privilege. It's like the right to vote. Since I've already voted, I figure I shouldn't be hogging more privileges.
Uncle Joe, according to our county law, if you don't serve on the jury, you have to get someone else to take your place.
Yeah, they told me that over at the courthouse.
A person should be proud to serve on a jury.
I figured you'd be thinking that way, Kate.
What's that?
Be at the Pixley courthouse at 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, before you leave, I'll give you a little jurisprudence. When you get in that jury box, don't listen to the lawyers or the judge. Keep your eye on the prisoner. If you see him squirming, you know he's guilty.
Mm-hmm. Just like you did when you handed me the jury notice. Now, girls, while I'm gone, Betty Jo, you take care of the lobby and the front porch. Bobby Joe, you take care of the kitchen and the dining room. And Billy Joe, you take care of the upstairs hall and the bedrooms. And Uncle Joe, you take care of the front desk.
That mean I'm in charge of the petty cash box?
Right, and I have the key. Now, is everything all clear?
Kate, will you stop worrying?
I'm not worrying.
After all, I'll be here.
I'm worrying. You catching cold? Oh, how sweet.
Have a nice trip, Mom.
Oh, thank you.
We'll miss you.
Thank
And don't worry.
Bless your heart. You shouldn't have. Well, goodbye, girls.
Goodbye,
Take care of yourselves, you hear? Good girls now. Bye, Uncle Joe. And remember now, no tears.
Yes, Mama. Bye, Mom.
We interrupt our musical program for an important announcement. The lucky ticket holder is Joe Carson of the Shady Rest Hotel. If
Bobby!
you'll just
Billy, come here, quick!
receive
Uncle
the
Joe,
TV
wake up!
All right, Kate, I'll cut the wood in a minute.
Get up!
Shady Rest. It's shady, all right, but a fella sure can't get any rest around here.
What's happening? Uncle Joe, you just won the raffle.
I did?
A television set.
I did.
They announced your name over the radio from Pixley. Oh, boy, a TV set.
Oh, we.
Now maybe you'll all quit complaining about me not doing any work around here. While you've been fiddling around with the household chores, I've been out getting us a TV set. Guess I better start putting the aerial up. They'll probably send the set out sometime today.
Oh, they won't be sending it over, Uncle Joe. They said for you to go over and present your ticket in person by noon tomorrow.
Gee, Uncle Joe, do you think there's any chance it might be a color set?
Well, if it ain't, we can paint it. Doggone ticket.
What's wrong, Uncle Joe?
I can't find the raffle ticket.
Well, where'd you put it?
If I knew where I put it, I wouldn't be looking every place where I didn't put it.
Well, maybe we can find it. Me too.
Come on, you. If you want to watch Lassie, you better keep looking.
Uncle Joe, let's go back to the very beginning, when you bought the ticket, and try to remember if anything unusual happened.
Let's see. In the first place, I sneaked the money out of the petty cash.
Nothing unusual so far.
Well, I put in an IOU.
Then what happened?
Then I bought the rifle ticket, and I hid it in a suitcase.
What suitcase?
The one your mother took to Pixley. Pixley? I gotta go all the way to Pixley to get that ticket.
You've got until tomorrow, Uncle Joe, and Mom may be back tonight.
Yeah, you girls better start fixing this place up before she gets here.
Well, aren't you going to help us?
Look, I remembered where the ticket was. The least you girls can do is remember where this stuff belongs.
Hello, Joe. What do you know?
Where's Kate? Why is she taking so long to get off the train?
It always takes longer for someone to get off of a train when they ain't on it.
What do you mean?
Kate won't be home tonight.
Ain't the trial over?
The trial's over, but now the jury's got to start deliberating. They got the jury locked up.
I always thought they locked up the prisoner.
How long is she gonna be locked up?
Could be a day, could be a week.
A week? Take me to Pixley.
guilty. 3 bunches of carrots, 4 grapefruit, and pick up Jake's pants at the cleaners? Oh, guilty. Well, that brings the score, I mean the count, up to 7 guilty, 4 not guilty, and 1 I ain't saying.
Well, we're going to have to start all over reviewing the case.
Oh, Kate, I can't stay here all night. My cows are going to need milking.
I thought you got one of those new electric milking machines.
Well, I do. But the cows don't know how to turn it on.
Kate, I still don't think he's guilty. Why, that robbery took place at 5th and Main at 10 o'clock. And he's got 2 people who swear that he was home at that time.
Yeah, his mother and his father.
His mother and father are honest people.
Well, if they're so honest, how come they got a criminal for a son?
Well, come on now, let's all start all over again. Got to review the case, we got to vote some more, and we got to come out even this time.
Well, we just have to start reviewing the thing once more, talking about it.
Hi, Henry.
Well, hi, Joe.
Hiya, buddy. How's things going in there?
You ever try to get 12 people to agree on anything, and 4 of them women? What are you doing at the courthouse?
I gotta talk to Kate. It's a matter of life and death.
You can't talk to Kate until they reach a verdict. You can get 5 years for tampering with a jury.
But this ain't about the case.
Sorry, you can't talk to a juror while she's locked up.
Can't you let her out on bail or take a message to her?
No messages either. Now beat it.
I don't understand it. Guy puts on a policeman's uniform, right away starts acting like a cop.
Guilty. That makes 10 guilty, 2 not guilty. So we'll just have to review the facts again. If you will remember, and of course you were all there at the time, according to the district attorney, there is no question that the evidence is overwhelming in favor of conviction.
I don't understand is why there weren't any fingerprints.
Well, there's got to be a logical answer to that. Maybe there weren't any fingerprints because he was wearing gloves.
I don't care whether he's innocent or guilty. All I know is I'm starving.
The bailiff is sending out for hamburgers.
Well, if we're going to be locked up together much longer, you better tell him to hold the onions.
You still hanging around the courthouse?
Yeah, thinking of taking up law.
You're not supposed to loiter.
I got a right to be in the courthouse. I pay taxes.
The taxes you pay entitles you to about 30 seconds.
Hey, Henry, you remember all the fun we used to have bowling on Monday nights? You were the best
No
bowler.
loitering.
Come to think about it, you weren't such a hot bowler after all.
Hi, Henry. How's it going in there?
The way it's going is that they're liable to be locked up for a couple of weeks.
Well, it figures. We can't even get together on the order. One wants relish, hold a pickle. One wants pickle, hold a relish. A few onions on the side. One wants rare, and one wants well. And the chef wants to quit. You better take the grub in, Henry.
Yeah, sit down.
I'll pick it up in about an hour.
Okay, Pete, thanks.
Right.
Well, we finished 8 ballots, and it's still 1 against 11 for guilty.
Well, don't look at me. We could reach a decision in 2 minutes if you all weren't so dad-burned stubborn.
Okay, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I just hope that you know what you're doing.
I didn't order relish.
Mine's one with a relish.
Myrtle?
How's the hamburger?
Delicious.
Mine isn't. Tastes like they grilled the meat while it was still in the bag.
Well, looks like you and me ain't gonna be watching television after all. What kind of a law is it that says an honest person can't tamper with a jury? Hey, you're not a person. Nothing says you can't tamper. Hey, you play your cards right and you'll be watching Lassie after all. Come on. I think my suspenders will hold you. Let's go over your instructions again. You're supposed to see that Kate gets this note and nobody else. You understand? Good. Now, you do that good job, you'll have it made. You won't have to spend night after night chasing skunks. You can sit in front of the television like a gentleman and watch them dog food commercials. Now, here's the note.
8 guilty, 9 guilty, 10 guilty, 11 guilty, 12 innocent. Oh, Ed, why don't you give in?
Me? Well, now, why don't you all give in?
Kate,
Yes, Myrtle.
what's a dog doing in the fireplace?
Well, Myrtle, we're all getting a little tired, but you're starting to see things.
I'm seeing a dog. Kate, is that your dog?
Where did you come from? No, come on, get out there. Uncle Joe!
Well, who did you expect? Santa Claus? When I yanked on the rope, I fell down the chimney so fast I felt like a paratrooper that left his chute in the plane. I didn't mind the fall so much, it was a sudden stop.
And then what happened, Uncle Joe?
Well, they threw me out before I had a chance to ask Kate where the ticket was. Well, pretty soon they'll be calling my name. I won't be there. Tonight, some guy I don't even know will be watching my television set.
Well, maybe you'll win another raffle someday, Uncle Joe.
Not likely. As the Weather Bureau says, you don't get hit twice with the same hunk of lightning.
Guess what? I just heard on the radio that the trial's over and the jury's been released.
If Kate comes right back, I can get the ticket from her, hop on the train, and be in there and claim my TV set.
Suppose she doesn't come right back.
I'll jump off that bridge when I get to it.
Thank you,
Oh, it's
Uncle
so good
Joe.
to see you.
Uncle Joe, what are you doing?
I've got it. Floyd, tell Charlie to get up steam. I've got to get back right away.
Get back where? Would somebody please tell me what's going on?
I won a raffle. I have to be there by 12 o'clock to claim it.
Oh, what'd you win?
A television set.
I wouldn't rush if I were you.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know that jury I was on? We convicted a man of burglary.
Well, so what? Charlie, get this thing to moving.
You know what he stole?
I ain't interested.
He stole a television set.
Kate, television set?
Now you're getting interested? He sold a lot of raffle tickets on a set that he didn't have. And then he thought that was dishonest. So he went out and he stole a set. Uncle Joe, that ticket's still valuable. You see, Mr. Frisbee at the appliance store is going to put the set in his window. And all the people that bought tickets can stand outside and watch. Come on.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Gee, Lillian, all I did was walk home with her. That's all, Lillian. Well, I don't know what to say.
I do. Goodbye, Lillian.
Look, we're never going to get anywhere if you all talk at once. Now, if you've got a suggestion, raise your hand. Mr. Drucker?
I suggest you all leave.
Oh. Any other suggestions? How about Geraldine for the part? She's a good actress.
Yeah, but she weighs 180 pounds. How's a hero going to lift her over the wall?
Maybe she could lift him.
Hey, Herbert. That'll be 7 cents.
7 cents? What for?
For 21 grapes.
But I only ate 6.
What about those 15 dropouts? Benny Joe, I wish you'd hold your meeting somewheres else.
But, Mr. Drucker, we're doing you a favor bringing you all this trade.
Trade means people buying stuff. This is more like a shoplifters' convention.
Don't worry, just keep track of what's missing and we'll pay you at the end of the meeting.
This is the end of the meeting. Now scoot, all of you.
But, Lillian, you've got to believe me. All I did was walk home with her.
That's all he did, Lillian. Goodbye. Now skedaddle.
But we haven't cast the play yet.
And if we don't, we won't raise enough money for the new playground equipment for the kids.
What's the sense of buying the kids' playground equipment? They'll still come in here and swing on the coffee grinder.
Oh, maybe a few minutes more.
That's what you said yesterday afternoon. If your play runs as long as your meetings, you got to smash hits. Give me that. Haven't I had enough trouble with all these kids without having to keep an eye on you? And he ain't even going to be in the play.
Well, of course he's not going to... Hey, kids, I think Mr. Drucker just solved our problem.
I did? Well, how about solving mine and clearing out of here?
Jonathan says, nuts like Grimsby will never threaten the world again. Not so fast. What's the use of going to secretarial school if you can't keep up? I can type 100 words a minute, as long as you don't say them too fast. Okay, where are you? Jonathan says nuts. Nuts like Grimsby will never threaten the world again. And the curtain comes down to thunderous applause. Because the audience is so glad the play is over. Honey. Daddy? Daddy! Yeah?
Where do you want these?
On the table.
Oh. How about the sofa?
Over here.
I'll need some help. He could be the dead spy.
We better get him up.
Where do you want the safe?
Alongside the desk. Not over there. Over here.
How's this car, Betty Joe?
That's fine.
Yeah, it belongs to my brother.
Your brother? He's 25.
I sneaked it out while he wasn't looking.
Hi, kids.
Hi,
Miss Fred. We want to rehearse, but Uncle Joe won't wake up. Uncle Joe!
Uncle Joe! Joe, you ought to know by now that's not the way. Lunch.
I'll be there in a minute, Kate. I knew you were here all the time.
Stick around for a while, Mom. We're going to run through the new last act where the handsome young scientist gets the secret formula away from the spy's hideout and makes his getaway in his custom-built convertible.
Well, keep it under 50 until you get it out of the lobby, huh? Hold it. Now, Betty, Joe, I don't mind you rehearsing in here, but you're going to have to leave the dogs outside.
But, Mom, these are the actors.
Oh, yeah. Which one is Rock Hudson?
You mean these dogs are in the play with you? Oh, we're not in it. This is an all-dog cast.
What's the name of this play? A.B.'s Irish Setter?
Yeah, who's going to be the leading man? A dog, or whatever.
You. He's the handsome young scientist.
Him a scientist? Well, he ain't got brains enough to be a dog. He didn't have them glasses on.
I'd like you to meet the rest of the cast.
Oh.
This is the villain, Coldfinger. He's the head of the International Spy Syndicate. And that's the man from Auntie.
Auntie? Amalgamated Underground Network for trapping international enemies.
And this is Marlene. She's the glamorous, seductive spy. Coldfinger sends her to lure the handsome young scientist to his doom.
Uh-huh. She's lovely. But in my days, the seductive, glamorous spies had longer legs.
Oh, we'll take care of that with makeup. Now, give me the script, Billy. Jeff and Hank, come on over here, and the rest of you move back.
Oh, all right.
Okay, now we'll run through the business in the spy's hideout. Ready, leading man? Now, this is the door where you enter. You turn on the light, then you look around to make sure you're not observed. You go to the telephone and disconnect it. Then you tiptoe to the safe, open the door, take out the secret formula, close the door, turn off the light, and leap in your custom-built getaway car and drive off. Curtain. Got it?
Look at the dumb expression on his face. I told you he didn't have no brains. I'll show you how to do it. Watch this.
Joe.
Don't prompt me, I'll remember it. Big ham.
Well, he did everything just perfect.
Perfect, my nothing. The dumb dog ran to the safe. Betty Joe said to tiptoe.
Mom, there's someone to see you.
Mrs. Bradley, I'm Arthur Bronson.
Bronson,
I wrote you a letter last week saying I'd drop in today.
Oh, a letter. Uncle Joe, did I get a letter last week?
From who?
Mr. Bronson?
Never seen him before in my life.
No, but I thought maybe that you saw the letter.
Mrs. Bradley, I'm an attorney.
Watch it, Kate. That's even worse than a lawyer.
There's nothing to worry about. My business here concerns the Kroger estate.
Kroger? That cantankerous old skinflint? Kate, you remember the time he stayed here at the hotel and he was...
He remembered one of this household in his will.
He was the salt of the earth?
Who was?
Mr. Cooper.
Kroger.
Kroger?
Well, the least you could do is remember his name after all the money he left me. How much did he leave me?
Uncle Joe, I think it was very nice of Mr. Kroger, but I can't think of any reasons why
I can think of plenty. Who lugged his suitcase up to his room?
I did.
Who went down to the train and got Mr. Coogan's...
Kroger?
Yeah, who went down to the train and got Mr. Kroger's mail?
I did.
Yeah? Well, who sneaked sandwiches up to his room at night?
I did.
Well, who was always...
I did.
Keep on trying, Uncle Joe. You'll come up with something.
Well, just having me around, seeing that everybody was taking care of him was a comfort to the old gentleman.
You were saying, Mr. Bronson?
Oh, yes. Let me just read from the document. To my niece, Emily, I leave my house on Walnut Lane. To my nephew, Elroy...
Forget that remote, Ken, and get down to me.
All right, here we are. In fond remembrance and appreciation of my many happy visits to the Shady Rest, I leave the sum of $200.
$200?
Like I always said, Mr. Kroger's one of the nicest, most generous men that ever stopped at the hotel.
I leave the sum of $200 to the member of the Bradley household who was the friendliest and most lovable of all.
This is getting embarrassing.
I refer to my little four-footed, tail-wagging friend, the Shady Rest dog.
I was right about the old skin flint. I should have known the leopard never changes his clothes.
You're rich, did you hear that? Congratulations.
Now that you're an animal of means, you're going to need somebody to handle your investments. Now,
May I continue? Mr. Kroger placed the dog's inheritance in trust and has appointed you, Mrs. Bradley, as executrix.
Well, no. I'm an executrix.
Like I was saying, Kate.
6, Uncle Joe.
But this is important.
All right. What is it?
An opportunity like this only comes along once in a lifetime, and we can talk better in the other room. Now, here's what I got in mind. Now, here's the idea.
Joe, this is ridiculous. Let me out of this cellar.
You can't miss, Kate.
You are not getting 1 cent of the dog's $200.
But, Kate.
I'm not Kate now. I am the executrix.
It's a wonderful story, Mr. Drucker. Isn't that a good picture of you?
Congratulations. Like they say, don't spend it all in one place, unless it's Sam Drucker's general store. Now, that's real cute.
Put it back. Put it back on the shelf.
By golly, I think he wants you to have it.
I can't afford it.
Looks like he wants to buy it for you out of his legacy.
Gee. Thanks. But you shouldn't have. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
The dog bought me this out of his inheritance.
What? Now, let's get this straight. You can't just go around spending your inheritance, not without giving your executrix a very good reason.
Isn't that a good reason?
He really does want her to have it.
Well, put it on the dog special account.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank you.
Gee, now he wants to buy you a gift, Mom.
Oh, it's beautiful, but I couldn't.
Go ahead.
Huh?
I'll put it on his bill. I could do with a lot more customers like you.
You can't keep spending your money like this, or I'll have to put you on an allowance.
Oh, he's just buying presents for his friends.
Didn't buy me nothing.
Any questions?
Here's your supper, boy. Well, eat it.
Betty Jo, your chicken's getting cold.
Coming, Mom.
You girls go ahead. Uncle Joe will be right in.
Okay, Mom. How's the play coming, Betty?
Oh, just fine. I'm having a little trouble with the Basset Hound, though. She wants her own dressing room with a star on it.
Fried chicken, there's nothing like. Get off of there.
Your supper's in the kitchen.
Oh, we won't touch it, Mom. He just sits there and admires his picture in the paper.
He's going to be admiring his obituary if you don't get off my chair.
You get down. That's Uncle Joe's chair.
Bring back my chicken, you gizzard snatcher.
He's never acted like that before.
Next thing you know, he'll be wanting breakfast in bed.
I think that money's going to his head.
You better not get used to it, because he ain't going to have it long.
Break the will?
Yeah. I thought that you, being a city lawyer, Mr. Douglas, you might slip me a few loopholes.
Hold this, please, will you?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. There you are. I've got to get back down here. Loopholes, you say?
Like I said.
Yeah, go right ahead, Mr. Carson.
Yeah, well, what I wanted to ask.
Yeah?
Was you, Mr. Douglas.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
That's all right. You need a little help here.
No, I got it. I'm fine, thank you. Go on. What were you saying?
Well, what do you think?
About what?
About the will.
Excuse me, I've got to get back down for a minute here.
Should have gone to a lawyer with offices on the ground floor.
With my own hands. Oh, Mr. Carson, now about the will.
What will?
The will you were telling me about up there.
Can we talk about it down here?
Yeah?
Now, if there's some way you could break the will, what does the dog need all that money for?
Well, if we broke the will, would you get the money?
I might if we could prove old Kroger was a non-menace campus.
Non-menace campus?
Yeah, off his rocker. Didn't they learn you none of that legal law at Harvard?
Well, I think you'd have difficulty proving that Mr. Kroger was non-menace campus.
Maybe you could prove the dog exerted undue influence on old Kroger.
Now, how could he do that?
Probably told him a bunch of lies about me.
The dog told lies?
Now you're getting the idea.
Mr. Carson, I don't think I'm qualified to handle this case.
Took the words right out of my mouth. And another thing, Mr. Douglas, if I was you, I wouldn't let no daughter of mine run around with him.
Oh, that's all right with me. As long as he's got money.
Get out, you mutt. Go on, beat it.
What's that?
Hey, you're the dog that... Your credit is good here, boy. How about a nice T-bone? Hey, wait a minute. Where'd I send the bill? Shady Rest. That'll be £3. Pound and a half.
Okay, here we are on the Orient Express headed for Istanbul. Marlene, you're in compartment B, searching for the secret formula that the handsome young scientist stole back in the last scene. Coldfinger, you're in compartment C, ready to double-cross Marlene. At this point, in comes our handsome young scientist. No.
What's so funny?
Oh, we thought you were the dog. Isn't he out there?
Probably down at the train giving away autographs.
This is the third rehearsal he's missed this week.
That's the way it goes. Once an actor gets a little money, he goes Hollywood.
Take my advice, you get yourself a new leading man. That dog's about as dependable as a lace parachute. He's always out.
There he is. You naughty boy. Missing rehearsals and holding up the actors. Well, where did you come from? Oh, she's with you. Well, you certainly know how to pick 'em. Glamorous, seductive.
Who's that?
Our new leading lady. The dog discovered her.
Oh, I always knew he had an eye for talent.
Isn't she just perfect for the part? Well, doesn't she look like a scientist assistant?
Definitely. The minute I walked in the room, I said to myself, now there's a scientist assistant.
Isn't she adorable?
Can she act?
Oh, you never know, Uncle Joe. She might turn out to be another Kim Novak.
T-bone for you and a porterhouse for you. I'm flying in some Cornish game hens next week. Put you down for a dozen. Hope that'll be enough.
I've only got one thing to say to you. You've been spending money like you inherited Fort Knox. Now look, butcher shop, Sam Drucker, a haircut. I've got news for you, Playboy. You're broke.
All right, everybody, get to the other side of the stage. Wait a second. How many times have I told you you're supposed to make your entrance from this side? All right, ready for the dress rehearsal. Stand by for your entrance, Mignon. Where's the moon, Uncle Joe? This is supposed to be at night in the spy's hideout. Oh, let's have the moon.
Joe, get the moon up.
We don't have much time.
You're holding a dress rehearsal.
Well, let's run through the final scene so we can let the audience in.
Yeah, one moon coming right up.
Oh, that's the wrong side, Uncle Joe. Turn it around.
Well, the trouble with this stick, I can't get a good grip on it.
Why don't you pretend it's a turkey leg?
That's fine. Now we hear the voices of the spy gang as they search their hideout for Mignon. All right, spy gang. That's fine. All right, Mignon. Come out into the courtyard. Now remember, you're trapped. There are walls all around you. There's no way to escape. That's the cue for the handsome young scientist to save his beautiful assistant. Come on, lower the rope in the basket from the top of the wall. Well, come on there.
Come on, handsome young scientist, you're on.
Maybe he's one of them method actors.
Looks more like a method sleeper. Come on, this is your big chance. Just like in the movies. Understudy goes on for star. Next day, he's toast to Broadway. What's the matter? Don't you want to be the toast of Broadway?
I'll help you, Mom. We've got to get him up that ladder.
I know.
Why don't you cooperate?
Eddie, Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not your fault that our dog didn't show up.
You know what? You better call off the show and give the audience back their money.
There goes the playground equipment. I can't believe that our dog would leave us. I wish Mr. Kroger had never left him that $200.
I knew he was a phony the first day I laid eyes on him.
You come back!
Oh, Betty Joe,
Let's hurry up. We've still got time to put the show on.
All right, Moon Man, rise and shine.
To the rescue, boy. Come on, boy. Pull it up. Oh, you were all just wonderful.
Yeah. And we collected more than enough to get the playground equipment.
Where's your Uncle Joe?
Well, I don't know, Mom.
He's probably sulking somewhere because these dogs are getting all the attention.
Petticoat Junction. This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
That's another game you lost, Joe. And that brings it to exactly $4,372.20 you owe me.
Play you next week, double or nothing.
Sam, how much
Why
is this
don't
dictionary?
you give up, Joe? You know I can beat you any day of the week.
Yeah? Name the day.
Monday.
Wednesday.
Right.
Saturday.
Sam, how much is this dictionary?
I'll be right with you, Kate. Okay, you want it Wednesday? We'll make it Wednesday.
Don't do me any favors. Friday.
Sam?
Oh, yeah, Kate. Can I help you? Joe, get away from those peaches.
Sam, I'd like to know...
Before I forget, that dictionary you're holding is $3.98.
$3.98?
Well, it's got over 100,000 words in it. If you break that down per word, it'll cost only about...
I'm breaking it down per dictionary, and I can't afford it.
Well, it's a fine dictionary, Kate. It's got a lot of real fancy words in it.
Well, I hope that Bobby Joe knows enough of those words so she can win the spelling bee. But I don't want to spend that much.
Kate, there's no need in laying out all that money. If Bobby Joe wants to know how to spell a word, she can ask me.
I'll give you $2 now and $1.98 next week.
Hey, when I was in the 5th grade, I was the best speller in my class.
When you were in the 5th grade, your class was in high school.
Morning, Joe. Morning, Kate. Morning,
Oh,
Sam.
hello, Cora. How are you?
Fine. You know my daughter, Henrietta.
Oh, yes. Hello, Henrietta.
You buying that for Bobby Joe?
Mm-hmm.
You're just wasting your money, Kate. It's a foregone conclusion Henrietta's going to win the spelling bee.
Well, I haven't foregone any such conclusion because Bobby Joe's going to win.
Bobby Joe? Henrietta? A cacophonophilus.
Cacophonophilus. C-A-C-O-P-H-O-N-O-P-H-I-L-I-S-T.
Polysyllogism.
Polysyllogism. P-O-L-Y-S-Y-L-L-O-G-I-S-M.
Epidemiologically.
Epidemiologically. E-P-I-D-E-M-I-O-L-O-G-I-C-A-L-L-Y.
Would you like that backwards or starting in the middle and going both ways?
She's been spelling those words right?
I don't know. I can't find them in this dictionary.
Well, how are you going to judge the spelling bee?
What do you mean, how is he gonna judge?
Oh, didn't you know Mr. Lundquist is sick and Sam is taking over for him?
I protest.
Why?
Why, Henrietta wouldn't have a chance with Sam judging. He's Kate's best friend, and naturally he'll favor Bobby Joe.
Why, Sam wouldn't do a thing like that.
Oh, Sam's fairly honest.
Henrietta is withdrawing unless we get a completely impartial judge.
Well, who would you suggest?
Well, good morning.
What do you think?
It's all right with me.
Cora?
It's all right with me.
Congratulations, Mr. Douglas. You're elected.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cacophonophilist.
I don't know where it is, Mom. You must have put it away.
Spell it.
Are you kidding?
Well, all right. Polysyllogism.
Mom, will you stop making up crazy words?
Now, look, Henrietta Watson knows how to spell those words, and if you expect to beat her, you better start learning them.
C-E-S.
A-S.
R-A-B.
O-B.
G-A-M.
U-M. Hemoglobin.
H-E-M-A.
O.
Mom, I'm tired.
Look, if you don't learn these words, how do you expect to win?
Maybe I'll be lucky.
It's going to take more than luck, honey. It's going to take good spelling. In a minute, honey. Look, I got this book on 100 of the most misspelled words.
But the scale didn't work, and then I found this ring.
Very pretty.
It's a scarab ring, and they're supposed to be very lucky, and this one sure was.
Now, look, these aren't big words, but they're very tricky, and even good spellers misspell them. So, let's try. Come on.
K-I-M-O-N-O. Then I banged on the scale, and all of a sudden it worked.
You know, that's very good. Most people spell kimono with an A on the end. Supersede.
S-U-P-E-R-S-E-D-E. And not only that, but a whole flock of pennies came out.
Yes, dear, that's very interesting.
I-N-T-E-R-E-S-T-I-N-G. I'm telling you, this is a real lucky ring. Why, I'm even spelling better.
Oh, don't be silly. Naphtha.
N-A-P-H-T-H-A.
Linguistically.
L-I-N-G-U-I-S-T-I-C-A-L-L-Y.
Let me see that ring.
Billy Joe, I want to show you something.
I don't want to see it.
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. Oh, how could he do this to me?
Oh, Henry Brewster.
Don't mention that thing's name to me. I never want to see him.
Again?
This time I mean it.
Last time you meant it.
Well, this time I mean it more than I meant it last time. We're through. I hate him. Inviting Agatha Bisbee to the volunteer fire department dance. And after Mom made me a new dress and... What's that?
What's it look like?
Ring with a bug on it.
It's an Egyptian scarab.
Well, it looks like a bug.
I found it. Scarabs are supposed to be very lucky. Want to try it on?
Lucky. Huh.
Billy Joe? Charlie came by with a message for you from Henry Brewster.
I don't want any messages from Henry Brewster, ever.
Okay.
What did he say?
Well, he wanted to know if you had a date for the dance, and if you didn't, would you go with him?
Well, what happened to Agatha Bisbee?
She came down with the chicken pox.
Oh, that's tough luck.
For her, but not for you.
Lucky ring.
Well, it is. If it weren't for the ring, Billy Joe wouldn't be going to the dance with Henry Brewster.
That's lucky.
Well, ever since I found it, I've been spelling like crazy.
Well, how about letting me wear it during the baseball game with the Pixley Pirates this afternoon?
Well, if you promise to take care of it, I want to wear it for the spelling bee.
Yes, and I want to wear it to the dance.
Well, what for? Henry already asked you to go.
Think I want to be stuck with him all evening?
When you make a move, I've never seen anybody take so long. The only reason I'm playing with you is for practice. Not that I'm getting any. Anybody ever asks you to play with them for money, don't. games. I'm saving my secret moves for the big one with Sam.
Oh, why don't you try them out on him?
He might go and blab it all to Sam. He ain't got no interrogaty.
Where's Mom?
Upstairs. Well, don't just sit there. Put the checkers away.
Now, Billy Joe, you see that Bobby studies their spelling, and I'll be back as soon as I see Mr. Gurney at the bank, huh?
If that hat won't get you a loan, Mom, nothing will.
I always wear this hat when I go see Mr. Gurney.
And you say you're not superstitious.
I'm not. I just figure Mr. Gurney is.
Hey, guess what? We beat the Pixley Pirates this afternoon. This sure is a lucky ring.
Well, you always beat Pixley.
49-0.
Mom, why don't you take the ring with you? Just for luck.
I told you I don't believe in such things. Now, you all scoot out of here. You see, I've got to get going. Come on.
I'll leave it here, Mom, just in case you change your mind.
I won't. That cost $8, and then Uncle Joe tried to fix it, and we needed another part that cost $12. And Bobby Joe had to have a new dress for the spelling bee because Billy Joe's was too long, Betty Joe's was too short, and mine was too wide. So I was wondering if I could put off this month's payment for a few weeks.
Mrs. Bradley, I've been trying to tell you.
Came at a bad time.
No.
I'm a pest.
No.
You're tired of seeing this hat.
Mrs. Bradley, our auditor was here yesterday, and he discovered that last year you overpaid us $122.
Now, Mr. Gurney, that's ridiculous. I don't have that kind of money. You owe me?
That's right. This is your lucky day. I have the money for you right here.
Isn't that wonderful?
Here.
You ready for another drubbing, Joe?
Not today. I got a secret weapon.
You engaged?
It's a lucky ring. Bobby Joe found it. The guy who lost it wasn't very lucky.
Well, let's get started.
Okay, Sam, I'll go first.
I'll go first.
Why don't you play a game first to see who goes first?
Huh?
That wouldn't be very good, because you'd have to play a game to see who goes first, to see who goes first, to see who goes first.
I'll go.
That's a beaut, Joe.
Good move. A lot more where that came from. Whose side are you on, his or mine?
Don't yell at the dog, Joe. He's only human.
Well, the best man wins. That was double or nothing, so you owe me twice what I owed you.
Well, we're even.
Sam, it took me 7 years to find out that you're nothing but a sore loser. You see the look on Sam's face when I jumped all these men?
Yeah, I reckon that ring really was lucky.
The reason I won was pure unamalgamated skill. The ring had nothing... The ring! Go on, stop the train! We gotta get back to Sam!
Hey, cut it off, Joe. Those are my best tomatoes.
I gotta find that ring.
Joe, there's no ring in that box. For Pete's sake, those are my best tomatoes.
Now, that wasn't very nice.
Fellers, I just gotta get that ring back to Bobby Joe before the spelling bee tonight.
What do you want us to do?
Don't stop when you come to Shady Rest. Keep going. I've got to get another Egyptian ring.
Well, Joe, this train don't go to Egypt.
There's a jewelry store in Pixley. You sure you got Egyptian scrabble rings?
Scarab. Got a lot of them. There you are. Genuine imitations of authentic scarab rings. 50 cents apiece.
You guarantee they're genuine imitation?
Absolutely.
Well, what are them initials in there? L-E-R-C-D.
Lucky Egyptian Ring Company of Duluth.
Aren't you ready yet?
Oh, I don't know what to wear.
Well, what other women wear to a spelling bee?
What's that?
Spelling bee dress.
Darling, I have a dress for the 21 Club. One for the opera, one for the Stork, the Waldorf. But nothing for a spelling bee.
Wear something simple, huh?
How's that?
Ooh, darling. You're going to be children there.
Why don't I stay home?
Lisa! You can't. You don't realize what an honor this is. We've only lived here 5 weeks and...
Is that all it is?
We are practically strangers, and yet they've asked me to judge the spelling bee.
Darling, I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to tell our friends in New York. If I left now, I could tell them tonight.
A-N-T-I-D-I-S.
All right, now the train will soon be here and we'll all be on our way, and I don't want anybody to get nervous. We'll just make believe that it's just like any other night, and instead of the spelling bee, we're going to the movies, and that's nothing to get nervous about.
Yes, Mom.
Hmm? Oh, thanks. Did anybody see my purse?
Is that it?
Ah! I guess I was thinking about Bobby. Betty Jo, would you run upstairs and tell her to hurry?
Well, there's Bobby.
Huh? Oh, thanks for getting her. You know, I mean, Bobby.
No, Mom. Now that Uncle Joe gave me back my lucky ring, just give me a word, any word.
Okay. Here we go. Extraneous.
Extraneous. E-X-T-R-A-N-I-O-U-S.
It's E-O-U-S. Maybe you better take this along so you'll have something to read on the train, huh? Oh, there's the train. Come on. Come on, everybody. Let's go. Hurry. Uncle Joe, aren't you coming?
I think I'll stay around and straighten up the place, put away the groceries I brought in from Drucker's.
Don't you want to see Bobby Joe win the spelling bee?
Hey, I want that more than anything else in the world. That's why I don't think I could take it if she lost.
Why should she lose? She's smart. She's been studying. She's even got her lucky ring. Come on.
Don't keep him waiting, Kate. Just tell Bobby Joe I wish her everything I wish for myself. Maybe you better cancel that last. Maybe she don't need the real ring. After all, her ring's a ring. The ring, I found it. Bobby Joe, wait! Bobby Joe! On the train! Come back! Now what? What are you trying to do? Tell me something? Well, speak up. What is it you want? Fine thing. Bobby Joe's gonna lose that spelling bee, and all you can think about's riding on a handcar. Handcar. I just sort of a great idea. I can handcar into Hooterville.
All right, Chester, obsequious. Chester?
What kind of fur is this, Mrs. Douglas?
Chinchilla, darling.
Chinchilla?
Chinchilla. C-H-I-N.
No, Chester. Will the members of the audience kindly pay more attention to the contestants?
I am watching, darling. Please, Mrs. Watson, watch the little boy.
Chester, your word is obsequious.
O-B-S-E-Q-U-I-O-U-S.
Correct. Henrietta? Irrationally.
Irrationally. I-R-R-A-T-I-O-N-A-L-L-Y.
Correct.
I told you. Henrietta's got first prize all wrapped up.
It's nice of her to do that for Bobby Joe. She's taking it home.
All right, Bobby Joe. Antithesis.
Antithesis. A-N-T-I-T-H-E-S-I-S.
Correct.
No wonder Uncle Joe didn't want to come.
All right, Henrietta. Hemorrhage.
Hemorrhage. H-E-M-O-R-R-H. A-G-E.
Correct. Nellie? Frantically. Now, Bobby Joe. Neophyte.
Neophyte. N-E-O-P-H. N-E-O-P-H-Y-T-E.
Correct. All right. Chester. Spheroid.
Spheroid. S-P-H... S-P-H... S-P-H...
Chester, spheroid.
S-P-H-E-R-I-O-D.
I'm sorry, Chester. O-I-D. Carson, where are you going?
Bobby Joe can't spell when she's thirsty.
Uncle Joe, what are you doing?
I gave you the wrong lucky ring. Pick it up, drink the water, and take the other one.
Mr. Carson, you're holding up the contest.
Take it easy. She only gets thirsty once a night.
Which one?
The one on the right. Let's get going. You're holding up the contest.
Now, if we may proceed. Henrietta, your next word is kimono.
They really ought to give those easy ones to Bobby Joe to make it more even.
Kimona. K-I-M-O-N-A.
Oh, I'm sorry, Henrietta. Bobby Joe, can you spell kimono?
Kimona. K-I-M-O-N-O.
Absolutely correct. The winner and new spelling champion of Hooterville Valley, Bobby Joe Bradley.
Excuse me, please. Oh, thank you. Bobby Joe, I'm so proud of you.
Congratulations. I don't know if I could have done it if Uncle Joe hadn't given me back the lucky ring with the glass of water.
Lucky ring? I thought you were wearing it.
No, I bought that one in Pixley when I thought I'd lost the real one. When I found out about it, I rushed down here to make the switch. You see, this one has initials in it.
Oh. What initials?
L-E-R-C-D.
You got the wrong ring.
Well, Bobby Joe, I hope that proves to you that there's no such thing as a lucky ring. You knew the words, all you needed was the confidence to win, and you did. Well, even though I'm not superstitious, I'll wear the lucky ring. Now, let's go down to Hanson's ice cream parlor and celebrate.
Meet her banana split. Meet her banana split.
Petticoat Junction. This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Those colors.
Oh, now look, Miss Fussy. Sam Drucker painted us a sample of every kind of paint he's got in stock. Now, one of them's got to do.
Well, maybe the green would be all right.
Oh, yeah, the green would be dandy if we're going to paint a pool table. But this is for the outside of the hotel.
Well, you asked me.
Well, you got your vote in. Let's see what the rest of the occupants prefer.
You've got the samples.
Mm-hmm. Pick one.
Well, obviously there's only one possible color for the hotel.
Obviously. Pink.
Blue.
We have pink, blue, and green. A little too gaudy for the hotel and a little too drab for an Easter egg.
Caught him in the act this time, Kate. He was burying a bow in your gladiolas.
Uncle Joe, long as you're going to do the work, what color would you like?
Work? What work?
The work you've been dodging for a year and a half. What kind of paint would you like?
Paint that's on it now.
That's old and faded, and it's full of cracks.
So's the Mona Lisa. They ain't repainting her.
Uncle Joe, you're not going to talk yourself out of the job this time.
I ain't trying to get out of the job. I just don't like to be rushed.
Rushed?
After all, nobody bugged Rembrandt when he was painting them ceilings in Rome. Well, did they?
You're right, Uncle Joe.
You see?
It was Michelangelo they bugged.
Well, you know, it ain't generally known. That's the name Rembrandt painted under when he was on the road.
Look, the dog has a lot better color sense than all of us.
You picked out the most beautiful shade of canary yellow.
Wasn't that smart of him, Uncle Joe?
You can't tell nothing from that little spot on his nose. You get a better idea if you paint the rest of it.
Well, now it's all settled. We paint the hotel canary yellow, and Uncle Joe, you take it from here.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll breeze into Sam's tomorrow and get an estimate.
No, here is $10. Don't get the estimate, get the paint. Let's go.
They sure are. Yeah, the old Haney place is still a mess.
Sam, I want 510.
The trouble is, Mrs. Gilbert, they're having an awful time trying to find somebody to do the job. Oh, the Douglases are willing to pay for the job. They just can't find a contractor. Well, I hope so, too. Bye.
Sam, do you still print business cards?
I sure do for folks that have a business.
How much are they?
Ask me when you got a business.
I got a business.
What kind?
Look, my business ain't no business of yours.
I'm going to find out anyway when you give me the order for the cards.
If I give you the order. How much are they?
$2 a thousand.
Okay, I'll take 2.
That'll be $4.
Not 2,000, just 2 cards. That's all I'll need. Here's what I want printed on it.
Joe Carson, general contractor. I didn't know you were in the contracting business.
You name it, I do it. Let's see, there's carpentry, plumbing, heating, cabinets, parquet, flooring, remodeling, room additions, roofs, stucco.
That's a very impressive card.
They ought to be. They cost $2 a thousand. There's more on the back side. Electrical wiring, cellars, louvery windows, sliding glass doors, concrete, cement, including sidewalks and tennis courts.
I think we need a little of each.
I think you need a lot of each. I've seen places that looked in better shape after they was torn down.
I think you better talk to my husband.
Oh, well, I might not be available, and there's a big demand for high-class contractors.
Oh, dear.
We'd better do something fast. I'd never forgive myself if your husband came home and found his sweet little wife buried under a ton of derbis.
Derbis?
Yeah, that's French for a heap of junk. Well, maybe we'd better go inside and see what needs to be done.
Nothing with it?
Well, it ain't near as bad as I thought. I expected a complete fiasco. But what you got here is a mere shambles.
What does that mean?
It means the average contractor would turn and run. But a first-class havoc is a challenge to me. Now, to you, your home is just another eyesore. But to me, it's a potential Shangri-La.
What would you do with it?
Well, what'd you have in mind?
First of all, I would like
Just a second. Proceed.
I would like, don't you think we should have this room modernized?
Definitely. Modernized living room.
Now then, over here, I would like to have this window made much larger.
Let out window.
And here we have a loose molding.
Put tuck in molding.
Oh, and the floor, it isn't level.
Baggy floor.
Well, I think of it. Won't you come along, please?
Oh, just a minute. Excuse me. That's going to have to be fixed.
Oh, would you come this way, please? This way, please. Well, I wouldn't know how to begin with this room.
What about a sunken bathtub?
That would be fine, but isn't it a big job?
Simplest thing in the world to put in a sunken bathtub. All you got to do is either raise the floor or shorten the pipes.
Well, I leave that to you. How soon could you start? Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't ask you the price. How much will it cost?
Well, you got to remember this is an old place and there's lots of work to be done. Now, let's see. My rock bottom price would be $400.
For the whole house?
Oh, I forgot. You don't understand contractor's lingo. The $400 is merely my basic cost plus differential. It don't include the labor or the subcontractors.
Subcontractors?
These subcontractors ain't the ordinary kind that shrink submarines. This is the building kind. Now, I'm going to cut the cost down to the bone for you and your husband. I can expedite the whole job for $1,500.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
Well, no use wasting time. You just put your John Hancock on this standard contractor's agreement, and I'll get to work. The sooner your name's on the dotted line, the sooner I can make this a proper setting for the jewel that's stuck in it. 2 kegs of roofing nails, 3 rolls of tar paper, 1 medium-sized wheelbarrow, 5 sacks of sand, and 300 red fireplace bricks. Are you going to remember all this?
I'm forgetting it as fast as you can say it.
Look, I'm giving you the biggest order you ever had. Now write it down.
I ain't writing down what I ain't getting paid for.
You'll get paid for it as soon as the Douglas pay me for the job.
What job?
This. I'm remodeling the Douglas place.
You're going to be remodeling the county jail, because that's where you're going.
Yeah? What for?
For contracting without a license.
Oh, so now it comes out. You're pulling your Justice of the Peace Act to gouge me for a license fee.
Joe, I only handle marriage, dog, and hunting license. Anything $10 or more has got to be mailed to the county clerk. So it's going to cost you $10, which you ain't got. Where'd you get $10?
Never mind. Just mail it.
Joe, even if you get a license, it ain't going to do you any good. What you know about contracting, you could hide under a gnat's armpit.
I don't have to know nothing about contracting so long as I got smart subcontractors.
If they'd worked for you, they wouldn't be subcontractors, they'd be subnormal.
That does it. I'm canceling my order. You just send for that license.
Joe, we're all ready for you.
Kate, you'll never guess who I seen on the train today. Amos Short. He's having the toughest time keeping the weeds out of his garden.
Where's the paint?
They're choking his artichokes and uprooting his rutabagas.
Where's the
That
paint?
poor fella's tried everything to get rid of them weeds. And you know what he finally sprayed them with?
Paint.
Yeah, paint. Kate, ain't you interested in Amos' problem?
All I am interested in is the paint. Where is it?
That's Sam Drucker. What a way to run a store. I figure we needed 5 cans. He's only got 3.
Well, why didn't you bring the 3? And while you were painting, he could order the rest of the batch.
Suppose your first batch don't match your second batch, then you've got an unmatched batched up hotel.
I'll get the paint myself. Can I have the $10?
Now, Kate, you're too soft-hearted. Sam would take advantage of you. You let me go in. I'll work on him. Yeah, I've made arrangements to bring out some hardware for you to make a selection. You know, new doorknobs, hinges, faucets.
That's marvelous. I never expected such fast service.
Well, in contracting circles, I'm known as Fireball Carson. They tell a story on me. Once I put up a house so fast the termites were still in their pajamas. There's a little item I overlooked in our agreement. The contractee is supposed to give the contractor some evidence of good faith.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Well, you see, my company's geared to provide a custom-built job from the original estimate to the final inspection. And we need lots of working capital.
Oh, I see you want an advance.
Oh, no, it ain't for me. It's them subcontractors and suppliers. See, there's a lot of labor and material involved in a big job like this.
Well, how much do you want?
$10. Shopkeeper. Oh, I ain't got much time, shopkeeper. 5 cans of Canary Yellow.
I thought I was lucky enough to be losing your trade.
It's for Kate.
Oh, by the way, I got some news for you. This is from the county clerk.
What's my contracting license?
You know, seems I've been a little out of touch with the county seat. The fee for a contractor's license has gone up to $20.
$20? Oh, well, that's no problem. Tell the clerk I'll send him the other 10 out of the $400 profit for remodeling the Douglas place.
Shall I also tell the sheriff you want your cell overlooking a jute mill? Joe, you gotta have a contracting license before you can drive one nail or lay one brick.
$400. Okay, send along this other 10.
Fine. Now, let's see. You wanted 5 cans of Canary Yellow. That'll be another $10.
Put it on my tab.
You ain't got a tab. You want the paint or the license?
The license. But hang on to the paint. I know where I can get the money. I'll need a couple more business cards. Right away.
The Carson School of House Painters?
That's my sideline. In case something happens to my job at the hotel, I got my school of house painting to fall back on. What do you got?
Well, I never thought.
You never thought. What do you think would happen if the railroad would suddenly decide to put the train in mothballs? Let's face it, Floyd. You ain't getting any younger. It's time you learned a trade.
I got a trade. 3 of them. I'm a conductor, a baggage clerk, and a farm.
Now, you look kind of silly punching tickets, smashing baggage, and stoking a boiler without being inside of a train.
Would be kind of tough.
What you need is a job with a future.
Like what?
Like house painting.
Has that got a good future?
I'll give you an example. The French Riviera is so crowded with retired house painters that the ordinary millionaires ain't got room for their yachts.
Golly, how do you get to be a house painter?
Well, it ain't easy. You gotta be an apprentice for 2 years.
And then you can paint houses?
Of course not. All an apprentice can do is hang wet paint signs on the back of park benches. Then you gotta spend a year as an intern mixing colors in a paint factory.
Then you can paint.
If you got $50 for the examination.
That lets me out. I could never be a house painter and crowd ordinary millionaires off of the French Riviera.
You could if you take my crash course in house painting. You get your examination free.
How much is a course?
Well, seeing as you're a friend of mine, $10. Easy, easy. Use more arm, less wrist.
Well, what do you think?
Oh, you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
Wouldn't I be doing better if I had some paint?
You ain't ready for paint. You amateurs is always in a toot. This may look a bit peculiar, but I can explain.
Oh, no. Who'd explain your explanation? The last time we talked, Uncle Joe, you were going into town to buy 5 cans of paint. Is that correct?
Well, you see,
just answer the question. You were going for paint, yes or no?
Yes.
And I gave you $10 to purchase said paint. Is that right?
Well, you see,
I see no paint. So, if you have spent my $10 on some fantastic, stupid, addle-pated, idiotic scheme...
Kate Bradley, your lack of faith in my integrity wounds me deeply. I accept your apology. I got my assistant warming up. Floyd begged me to let him help.
Careful, Floyd. The paint's running down your arm.
Thanks, Kate.
You heard me. I said 5 cans of Canary Yellow.
You got $10? By the way, Mrs. Douglas was in here asking about you.
What she want?
She's waiting for you to bring out those doorknobs and hinges you promised her. And all that other stuff.
Sam, what's the matter with you? This is Canary Yellow. I asked for Mediterranean Blue.
You asked for Canary Yellow.
You got colorblind ears. You going to give a cash customer what he pays for, or do I have to trade somewhere else?
He said Kate wanted Canary Yellow.
Well, Kate, here's your Canary Yellow. Why, that's Sam Drucker. He gave me the wrong color. It's Mediterranean Blue. I'll have to take it right back.
No, wait a minute. I like it.
No, you don't. You like Canary Yellow. I'll take it right back.
But don't bother. I changed my mind.
Change it. You've lost it. The reflections from that paint would make the guests look like they had frostbite. They'd check out like flies.
I guess you like, after all, the girls and I did like Canary Yellow.
Hey, Joe, I want to ask you something.
Yeah?
Does this crash course include...
Shh. You're violating rule number 1. Nobody likes a gabby house painter.
Hey, Joe. How long you gonna hold on to Floyd with that silly paint course?
I ain't got no time for your stupid conversation.
It ain't stupid. It's tough enough being the engineer without doing Floyd's job on top of it. I want him back.
That's just like you, Charlie Pratt. The minute a man gets a chance to advance himself, you hang on to his apron string.
Well, Carson, you better watch your step.
You don't scare me none. Anytime. Color. This is Mediterranean blue.
That's what you asked for. Now I suppose you want to go back to canary yellow.
No, just give me my $10 refund and I'll put this stuff back on the shelf.
Keep your hands off the stock and get out from behind my counter. 3 cans, $6. No refund for the 2 empties.
You know, 2 of them cans did seem kind of light. That paint must have shrunk in transit. Well, look, I ain't got no time for chit-chat. I got to get that hardware out the Douglas place. Let me have an assortment of doorknobs, locks, latches, light fixtures, faucets.
You got a contractor's license.
You know I ain't.
No credit except to licensed contractors.
Look, if I don't bring that stuff out there, the Douglas will think I'm a small-time operator.
Which you are.
If you don't let me have the hardware, how can I carry out my contract with the Douglases?
Well, I don't know, but a man who takes $10 from Kate to buy canary yellow and switches to Mediterranean blue and talks Floyd into a Corson house painting and tries to palm off 2 empty cans, he'll think of something.
Somebody took the bathtub.
How's this look, Betty?
What are you doing, Floyd?
Well, I finished painting on the outside, so I thought I'd do the lobby.
Mom! Mom!
Not now, Betty Jo. Did you see anybody run out of here with a doorknob, a chandelier, and a bathtub?
What's the matter with you folks? Are you all crazy?
Where's Uncle Joe?
I don't know. He mumbled something about going over to the Douglas' farm.
Douglas farm?
But how did you ever get involved with him in the first place?
Well, he said he was a contractor, and he didn't want me to be buried under derbies, and he brought over all those samples, like that doorknob over there.
That's my doorknob. And that's my wallpaper. That's my chandelier.
No, that's your tub. Don't worry, Mrs. Bradley. I'll see that all your property is returned. Lisa, how could you possibly have made such a deal with Mr. Carson?
But he made such good sense.
Uncle Joe made good sense?
Yes, he agreed with everything I said.
This whole mix-up could have been avoided if you'd have just asked him to show you a sample of his work.
A sample of his work? That's a very interesting idea. Excuse me.
Joe, you finished that whole wall and it's nearly noon.
Yeah.
Take a rest, Uncle Joe. We brought you some lunch.
I ain't got time. Feed it to me.
But you gotta stop and eat your lunch.
Don't interfere. soon as I finish painting the outside, I gotta wallpaper the lobby, varnish the woodwork, so I can show Mr. Douglas a sample of my contract in the building.
You better get out of the way, Betty Jo, or the Hooterville Hawks are going to have a canary yellow shortstop.
That Mrs. Douglas is a real doll. They're both so nice that after you've been around them for a while, you forget they're from the city.
Well, city folks and country folks are pretty much alike. The only difference is the city folks' springs are wound a little tighter.
Mom, you're still out $4 for the 2 cans of paint Uncle Joe spilled.
Well, I figure that I'm way ahead. Where else could you get a big-time contractor like Uncle Joe for $4?
Well, Mrs. Douglas is still out her $10 that she gave Uncle Joe as a retainer.
They don't feel that way. Mr. Douglas says it's worth $10 to get out of the contract.
Then the only one who's really out is Floyd. Well, he isn't getting anything for his $10.
Oh, yes, he is.
Get that pressure up. We're coming to Bleeker's Hill. Stoke that boiler. You heard it. Keep shoveling in that wood.
Yeah, I heard
Petticoat Junction. This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
What's the matter?
Where's Mom? I got something to tell
One
her.
at a time.
Shh. Where's Mom?
She's in the lobby.
Thanks.
Just a second. What do you want? One thing I can't stand, it's a rude dog.
Mom!
What is it, Bobby Joe?
Wait till you hear what happened.
Your name, Bobby Joe.
Will you please be quiet? I want to tell Mom the news.
What news?
Well, Mom, have you seen my baseball glove?
Well, isn't it in your closet?
No.
How about under the bed?
No, I looked under there.
Don't you want to hear my news?
Well, of course I do, dear. What news?
Well, the
Mom, the potatoes are all peeled.
Oh, good girl. Would you put on some water to boil?
For crying out loud.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Oh, what news?
Well,
Kate, Bobby Joe. Oh, you found her.
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to make sure Bobby Joe wants to tell you something.
Yes.
What was it?
I haven't been able to tell her yet.
Why not?
Because,
Go on, Bobby Joe.
well, I've been nominated for Omicron Epsilon Pi.
I'll be out on the porch if you need me.
I'll put the water on to boil.
Hey, I just remembered. I left my glove in my lunchbox. Fine fine family. I came home with the most important thing that's ever happened to me, and nobody wants to listen.
Well, honey, I want to listen. And I think it's just wonderful that you were nominated to the Harmon, Epsilon, whatever it is.
Omicron Epsilon Pi.
You know, it's just wonderful to be able to say it. What is it?
It's Hooterville High's most exclusive sorority. Not only that, it's the only one.
Oh, that's great. 1, 2.
Of course, I'm not really a full-fledged member until I take my initiation.
Well, they must want you or they wouldn't have nominated you.
Lots of girls have been nominated but didn't pass the initiation. Like last year, poor Eloise McElroy had to wear a potato sack to school. On the very day she had to recite the Ancient Mariner in assembly. Wasn't that awful?
Yeah, it was awful.
Wonder what I'll have to do.
What are we going to make Bobby Joe do? I still don't think she's Omicron Epsilon Pi material.
Henrietta, you're just jealous because Bobby Joe beat you in the spelling bee contest last month.
That has nothing to do with it.
Girls, look.
There he is.
Hi, Stonewall.
Hi, Stonewall.
Hi, Henrietta.
Hi, Stonewall.
She's pathetic. She sure is. Stonewall isn't interested in anything but athletics. Well, he isn't going to pay any attention to Henrietta, even if she is shaped like a hockey stick.
I saw the game a week ago. Saturday. Remember?
Yeah, I was in it.
Did you get my note?
What note?
The one I slipped you in history class.
Which one is yours?
What about a Thursday night? I thought you could come over to my place and we could listen to some records.
Gee, I don't know.
My pesky brother won't be home. He's going to that basketball game over at Crabwell Corners.
Hey, that's right.
You'll be over?
Yeah, tell your brother I'll pick him up at 7:30.
Are you going out with him Saturday night?
I could, if I wanted to.
Nobody's ever gotten a date with Stonewall. Let's get back to Bobby Joe. What about her initiation?
I know. If she really wants to prove that she's worthy of our sorority, let her get a date with Stonewall Jackson.
Oh, but she wouldn't have a chance.
Hi, girls. Bobby Joe.
Oh, hi, Bobby Joe. There's some fresh-made ice cream in the freezer. Bobby Joe, what's wrong?
Everything.
No fever. Stick out your tongue.
No, Mother, leave me alone.
You know what? It must be that virus that's been going round.
It's worse than the virus.
Well, next run of the cannonball, I'm taking you into town and let Doc Stewart have a look at you.
It's no use, Mom. This is beyond medical science.
Who is he?
Oh.
Pixley boy? Crabwell Corners? Hooterville? Hooterville, the boys from Hooterville. Tall boy. Short boy. Freckle boy? Tall, short, freckle boy. Don't tell me, Fenton Kincaid.
Mother!
Oh, of course not. Fenton Kincaid's only 9 years old. Could be Walter Brubaker.
It's Stonewall Jackson, and I have to get a date with him.
Well, what's so hard about that?
Well, why do you think they call him Stonewall? No girl can get a date with him.
Wanna bet?
Not even you.
I'll take half that bet. I got a great deal of confidence in your sister.
Well, even if she can, what good would it do me?
I'll just tell him I'll go out with him on one condition. That he takes you out first.
I should have never let you talk me into this.
Oh, don't make such a federal case out of it. After all, he's just a boy.
You don't know Stonewall. He's not interested in the opposite sex.
Up till now, he hasn't met any girl who's this opposite. Point him out.
He's the one throwing the football to Red Nelson.
Now, pay attention. practice.
Now I ask you, how could a guy miss it? It was right in his mitts.
Perhaps something distracted his attention.
Well, he didn't see anything I didn't see.
I don't think we've met. I'm Billy Joe Bradley.
Billy Joe Bradley?
Oh, you've heard of me.
Yeah, your kid sister plays shortstop for the Hooterville Hawks.
You know, I was just thinking. For the first time in 6 months, I've got a Saturday night open.
You have? Come to think of it, so have I.
Well, you have a Saturday night open, and I have a Saturday night open.
Yeah.
It would be a shame to waste it, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm not going to waste it. I'll get Chunky McGurk and play some handball. My reflexes are getting kind of slow.
Slow? I've got news for you, Mr. Jackson. They're dead.
Tell me all about your brilliant conquest of Stonewall Jackson. You lost. You mean that he didn't...
Mother, I don't want to talk about it.
All right, dear, we won't talk about it. We're having pickled beets with the fried chicken tonight, and for dessert, well, you know something. That young man must have been kicked in the head at spring training.
Yes, and summer and fall and winter. He's impossible. I've never been so humiliated. I'd never even have talked to that adolescent if I weren't trying to help you.
Well, it was your idea.
I thought we weren't going to talk about it.
What aren't we going to talk about?
We're not going to talk about Stonewall Jackson. That's what we're not going to talk about.
Well, why aren't we going to talk about Stonewall Jackson?
Because he's impossible. And besides, he's stupid.
He isn't stupid. Well, once I was having trouble snagging grounders. Then he came along, and in 2 minutes, he showed me what I was doing wrong. And you know what I was doing wrong? I was too slow getting my glove. And
Betty Jo, please.
We're not interested in your old grounders.
Betty Jo, you just hit a home run.
I did?
Of course. And now I know why you two struck out.
Huh?
You can get anything out of a man if you just use the right approach.
What do you mean?
You got to speak his language.
But he's only interested in sports, and I don't know anything about them.
Classes start right after supper. Don't be late.
Got it now, Bobby Joe? I think so.
Okay, now let's go through the football lineup once again.
In the middle is the center. On either side of him is the right guard and the left guard.
Well, that's very good, Bobby Joe.
Keep going.
Next is the right tackle and the left tackle. And right behind the center, waiting for the ball, is shortstop.
No, shortstop is baseball.
The quarterback. Now, the mustard here is the center. The salt shaker is the right guard. Pepper is the left guard. Right behind the center is the quarterback.
Well, Uncle Joe, the quarterback's diluting the gravy.
Now, what position does Stonewall Jackson play?
Right touchdown. Oh, no. Left touchdown.
Bobby, I guess I'm just going to have to keep you in after school. What record did Stonewall break last year?
Pole vaulting.
What was the record?
14 feet, 8 inches.
Good, good. Now, in the baseball playoff last season, how many innings did he pitch without giving up a hit?
7.
You're doing fine. Now, what record is he going for this year?
Shot put. No, I mean discus.
Right. Do you know the difference between a shot put and a discus?
Well, a shot put is like this. And a discus is like this.
No, that's not the way to do it. It's like this. First, you spin to get up momentum. And then at the proper moment,
You're supposed to put the dishes back in the cupboard by hand.
1922 to 1926.
Now, what famous sports event is held in Poughkeepsie?
Yeah, what do they do in Poughkeepsie?
Don't show us, tell us. Oh, don't conk out on us now.
Please, I'm so...
It's the 1932 Olympics. What sports event did Bronislav Wolochevsky switch to after winning all the weightlifting events?
Yeah. Well, what sports did, what's his name shift to? Come on now, quit stalling.
You know it, Bobby Joe. What sport?
Water polo.
Don't quit. Now, it's Hooterville and Pixley. 3rd down, 30 yards to go, and 2 minutes left to play. Now, what did Stonewall do to win the game?
Yeah, what did Stonewall Jackson do?
He threw the halfback out at first and let me get some sleep.
Hi, Betty Joe. Well, Bobby Joe, I suppose you've got your date all lined up with Stonewall Jackson?
Well,
Go ahead.
You just get my sorority pin ready and let me worry about Stonewall.
Well, you haven't much time left. Deadline's less than 3 days away. Girls, I'm afraid we haven't been fair to Bobby Joe. Why, it's asking a sparrow to lure a peacock.
Well, of all the... Boy, that Henrietta. When they were handing out mean disposition, she came back for seconds.
The train's coming. You ready? No, and I never will be. I tell you, it's not going to work.
Oh, of course it will. Charlie says that Stonewall takes the 3:15 from the ice plant where he works every Saturday.
And you'll be on a train like you were going into town to play tennis.
Sure, you two make it sound so simple. But right now, my knees are shaking, and I know I'm going to forget everything.
Oh, forget about your knees and shake up your mind. Ask her a question.
Who won the National Junior AAU Pole Vault Championship in 1948?
Bob Smith, San Diego State. His father, Ralph, won it in 1927, and his Uncle Harry took the title in 1925.
Nice.
Got nothing to worry about. Get going.
I can do it in front of you and Mom. But when I'm with Stonewall, I'll turn to jelly inside.
The train's in.
Oh.
Hurry.
Come on. Good luck. Wish she had more confidence.
Well, let's face it, she just doesn't.
Well, Betty Joe, I guess it's up to you.
I know. Plan A.
You'll never get no date this way. Go down and sit by him.
Won't that be awfully obvious? There are only 2 of us on the train.
Me and Charlie made sure of that. You should have heard the hollering and fussing when we put those other passengers off at Bleeker's Creek. Now get next to him.
How's she making out?
She ain't. She won't talk, and he acts like he don't even know he's there.
Bobby Joe's such a pretty girl. Stonewall don't sound like he's too brilliant for a 3-letter man.
Yeah, and I know the 3 letters. D-O-P, dope.
Boy, dope has 5 letters.
5?
F-L-O-Y-D, dope.
Gee, that's spelled the same as my name.
Well, never mind. Get out there and do something. We gotta get them together.
Hey, Charlie, speed her up.
Are you out of your head? We're coming to Dead Man's Curve.
I know that. Speed her up.
Well, of all the people to meet on the 3:15 train coming from the Pixley Ice Plant, Stonewall Jackson.
Hi.
In 1948, Cleveland beat Boston 4-2 in 6 games.
Uh-huh.
However, in 1949, the Yankees beat Brooklyn 4-1 in 5 games. I was just thinking about that sensational in-run you made in the game against Pixley, when you stiff-armed Brewster Brannigan and raced 83 yards for a touchdown, bringing your season's total up to 1,876 yards. But after the Crabwell's corner game, you brought your total up to 2,019.
Are we interested in football?
Oh, yes. I'm interested in all sports. I'm on my way to Hooterville now to play a match with the girls. Yesterday, I beat Mildred Stevens 3 straight sets.
Oh, what was the score?
30, love. I guess her putting was off. I mean, her backhand was off.
I never played much tennis.
Well, how could you with football, baseball, basketball, javelin throwing, pole vaulting, discus?
You know, you're the first girl I've met who's ever made any sense.
And so this mean Henrietta Watson said that if Bobby Joe wanted to get in the sorority, she'd have to get a date with Stonewall Jackson.
Which is practically impossible, but I got one because he's interested in sports and everybody taught me all about sports.
But sports are no good if you don't look right because it's one of the most
Hold it. Could I have that again, please?
The whole thing?
No, just the last part.
Well, sports are no good if it doesn't look right because it's one of the most important things a man knows to me about.
Lisa,
Yes, darling.
would you come out here, please?
Yes. Oh, hello, girls.
Hi.
They're trying to ask me something, but I can't quite figure out what it is.
What's the problem?
Well, Bobby Joe has a date with...
And she wants to borrow a dress.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you determine that?
Woman's talk. Come along, girls. Let's see what we can find.
Gosh, are these all yours?
Yes, darling, and take any one you want.
How about this one?
Oh, no. This is more for after you are married to the man. Oh, what kind of a fellow is this?
Well, he's very athletic. He likes sports and football and baseball.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't got anything to offer for a football player, but... Oh, this will do for any kind of man.
Are you sure it'll work?
This is the one I caught Mr. Douglas with.
It was the green one.
Darling, you remember.
Joe, tell it to me again.
Oh, Mom, I've already told it to you 3 times. You're right, 4 times.
Just once more. About the part where Bobby Joe and Stonewall get off the train right in front of Sam's store, and there's Henrietta and the sorority girls, and, well, you go on.
And it couldn't have worked out better, because where do you suppose Stonewall asked Bobby Joe for a date? Right in front of Henrietta Watson.
You get to the part about the jelly donut.
Oh, Mom. Well, Henrietta was eating this jelly donut. And when Stonewall asked Bobby Joe for a date, Henrietta almost died. And then
she squeezed the donut so hard she squirted jelly all over Sanders' class. Bobby Joe certainly did look lovely tonight, didn't she? That was nice of Mrs. Douglas to lend her that dress.
Sure was.
Oh, I just hope she and Stonewall run into Henrietta when they're on their way to... Where did he say they were going tonight?
We didn't. Probably some quiet, romantic spot where they can be alone. And he'll be whispering sweet nothings into her ear.
No, Bobby Joe. You bring the shot up to this position. I'll let her fly.
Get down, boy.
I hope Bobby Joe's having a good time.
With a swell-looking boy like Stonewall, she must be walking on air.
All right, you can come down now.
I wonder how they're doing.
Do you think Stonewall will try to kiss her? If he does, I hope she remembers what Billy Joe taught her and plays hard to get.
No, Stonewall. Maybe next time.
Please.
Oh, all right.
You just hold the ball like that and let her go.
Right about now, Stonewall and Bobby Joe should be sitting in the Pixley ice cream parlor having a double chocolate banana colossus.
Yeah, and as they sit there gazing into each other's eyes, I'll bet athletics is the furthest thing from their minds.
Mom, she's home. Did you?
Oh, my goodness. I didn't hear the cannonball.
We didn't take the cannonball.
You didn't?
When Stonewall Jackson says he's going to run you home, he runs you home.
And now, as secretary of the membership committee, I bestow this pin, thereby inducting you, Bobby Joe Bradley, into Omicron Epsilon Pi.
Thank you. I had a speech already, but
Oh, never mind the speech. How was your date with Stonewall Jackson?
Tell us how it was. Girls, you wouldn't believe it.
Going to go steady with him?
Well, since Henrietta was responsible in a way for my meeting Stonewall, I thought the least I could do was get her a date with him.
Oh, there she is.
Now, as soon as you heal up, we'll go right back out there and try that pole vault again.
Petticoat Junction. This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Is this the Shady Rest? No, this is just where the train stops. You gotta walk up that path to the hotel.
Thank you.
Excuse me, you mind if I asked you something? Is that a doctor's bag?
That's right.
Who's it belong to?
Me.
Oh, somebody sick up at the hotel?
No.
You on a vacation?
No.
Oh.
No. Excuse me, please.
Dr. Matthew Bailey.
Yes, I'm here in answer to your letter.
Letter? I don't remember any letter.
Well, it was an answer to my ad in the medical journal, offering medical services in exchange for office space.
Medical. May I see that, please? It's typed. Mr. Matthew Bailey, M.D. Dear M.D., in answer to your ad in the medical journal, Jernel. Come on out to the Shady Rest and see the manger?
I'm sure that's meant to be manager. You were probably in a hurry. You even forgot to sign it.
I also forgot to write it.
Well, if you didn't send the letter, who did?
Yes, Uncle Joe. Who did?
I was just brushing these curtains.
Come over here for a second, please.
I'll be glad to. Ooh. We ought to have a doctor around here, Kate.
Uncle Joe, this is Dr. Matthew Bailey.
Hi. Doctor? That was mighty thoughtful of you, Kate, when you didn't even know I was that sick. Doc, I got this shooting pain in my hip.
Hold it. You're going to have some brand new symptoms in a minute. Dr. Bailey came out here in answer to an ad he had in the medical journal offering medical services for office space.
Medical journal? What's that?
That's the magazine you read while you were waiting in Doc Stewart's office for him to show up to the pinochle game.
Is that what I read?
You wrote this letter.
How do you know? It's written in typewriting.
Oh, you can't disguise your spelling.
Okay, it was me. Somebody's got to show a little initiation around here. Great idea having a doctor in the hotel. The girl's always coming down with something and you're lumbago.
I haven't got lumbago.
Now you can have it. Don't have to worry.
Mr. Bradley, there's obviously been a mistake. I'll get back to town.
No, just a minute. The cannonball won't be back for a couple of hours, and after dragging you out here on a fool's errand, the least we can do is ask you to stay for supper.
Oh, thanks. That isn't necessary.
I think it's only fair. Unless Uncle Joe wants to pay you for a house call.
Oh, he'll stay. We ain't licked yet. You go on upstairs and wash up and don't worry about a thing. You got me in your corner. Kate, it's time for a little sensible talking.
Well, I'm willing, but who can I talk to?
Don't you realize what it would mean for business if we had a house doctor for the guests?
What guests?
The ones that'll be coming from all around looking for a nice place to get sick.
Oh, yeah, we could run a weekend special. Room, board, and minor surgery.
Now you're thinking. We could advertise it.
Uncle Joe, why don't you go finish your nap?
I finished it.
Well, get started on tomorrow's.
I peel this potato for you. You ought to read this almanac, Kate. You know how many people have accidents in their home every year? 25 million. You know how many people have at least one cold a year? 75 million. That's forgetting the ones that have seconds. That comes to 100 million people we got to draw from. That's not even scratching stomach aches, back aches.
Headaches.
You got one, I'll call the doc.
Uncle Joe, the answer is no.
I never knew anyone could be so doggone stubborn. Can't you see what this...
Looks like we interrupted an argument.
If we promise to sit quietly, can we listen?
Your Uncle Joe thinks the Shady Rest needs a house doctor.
What for? That's the silliest thing I ever heard.
It's ridiculous.
Hi, Doc.
Well, so you're the new house doctor.
Hi, my name's Betty Jo. Hi, I'm Bobby Jo. Do you find
Are you going to be
baseball?
Come on, girls. Supper's on the table. I hope you understand. It's nothing personal. It's just that we don't need a doctor around here. At least that's what I thought.
Away from the sink, Mom. I'll wash. I'll wipe. And I'll nag. Now, Mom, about Dr. Bailey. You just...
Girls, you're wasting your time.
Mom, he's so handsome.
He speaks so beautiful, and he's so well-read. And he said he'd play ball with me later.
Oh. Well, instead of a doctor, maybe we should get a young, good-looking baseball player who went to Harvard.
We're not just thinking of ourselves. What about all the people in Hooterville?
Well, you know that they're not going to leave old Doc Stewart and come way out here.
Oh, Mom, you gotta go.
Wait a minute. Girls, I like Dr. Bailey. He's a very nice young man. And he's probably a good doctor. But...
Oh, great, Mom. I'll tell him.
What'd I say?
You got the initials in the wrong place. It should be Matthew M.D. Bailey.
That M.D. stands for Doctor of Medicine.
Well, then shouldn't it be D.M.?
Give me a hand with this door, will you, Floyd? I want to get the doc's office fixed up today so he can start practicing on his patients.
More reference books. He said these were all he had. Well, I found these in my closet.
The Bobbsey Twins at Camp David. And How to Feel Grounders by Pepper Martin.
What kind of medical books are those?
Well, in this one, both the Bobbsey twins get the measles.
What is that supposed to be?
An operating table. Patient's got to have a place to lie down when he's operating on him.
Well, I'm afraid all of his operating is going to be taking out splinters. So let's put a sheet on it, huh? Well, you couldn't have timed it any better, Doctor. I just hung up your diploma. How do you like it?
Oh, it's just perfect. I don't know how to thank you people, all of you. You've made me feel like one of the family.
Well, with 3 daughters, this is the closest I'll ever get to talking about my son, the doctor.
I had Bobby make the sign. No sense in having all them sick people wait around half a day until the doc can see them.
There. That ought to do it.
Thanks. This old glove was practically falling apart.
Pneumonia.
That ought to bring them in. Now all we got to do is work out a schedule so the patients know which sickness gets them the most stamps.
What patients? Since he opened up his office, we're the only ones he's had.
And I'm beginning to feel silly every time I go in there with nothing the matter with me.
Well, I've been in for my annual checkup 3 times in the last 2 weeks.
Well, we can't give up now. This health epidemic can't last forever.
Well, I wish some traveling salesmen would stop by the hotel. Then maybe they could spread the word around when they left.
That's it. Traveling salesman.
Well, that's what I said. Well, where are they?
Right here. We have to think of Dr. Bailey as one of those new products. And how do you sell a new product? You send salesmen out on the road.
Hey, yeah, hey, that's a great idea.
Hey, Newt. Where you headed, Newt?
To see Doc Stewart.
You ever thought of using Doc Bailey out at the Shady Rest?
But I've been coming to Doc Stewart for years.
You're in a rut. What you need is a younger doctor. You realize that Doc Stewart graduated from medical school over 30 years ago? You know how many new diseases have been invented since then?
How many?
That ain't the point. Have you been sick recently?
Doc Stewart treated me for a cold 2 weeks ago.
Colds are old-fashioned. If you'd gone to Doc Bailey, you could have had your choice of instant flu or 8-day virus.
Sounds pretty expensive. Doc Stewart only charges me $2 a visit.
I can get you Doc Bailey for $1. Just tell him Joe sent you.
Thanks, Joe. I'll think about it next time I get sick.
What do you mean? What are you going into Doc Stewart's for?
We're going to play pinochle.
Shiftless.
But Betty Joe, I don't need a doctor. Hey, Charlie, I forgot to pick up the mail. Oh, you lame brain. That's the 4th time this week you've done that. I don't know why I keep working with him. I ought to have my head examined.
See? You do need a doctor.
Oh, the way Charlie keeps bossing me around, he gives me a pain in the neck.
Before it gets any worse, you ought to see Dr. Bailey.
Douglas.
Well, Billy Joe, how are you?
How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you.
Have you had a physical lately?
Physical? Yes, in New York.
Oh, well, have you had a Hooterville physical?
What's the difference?
Well, when someone comes from New York to Hooterville, there's a terrific difference in climate.
Oh, there certainly is. I've never felt better in my life.
That's too bad. I mean, well, since you're feeling good, I won't bother you. How is Mrs. Douglas?
Oh, she's fine, thank you.
Oh. How's your dog?
Fine.
Well, what about,
Eb, he's great. And the cow is in wonderful shape, too.
Then I guess I'm just wasting my time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh! Mr. Douglas, what did you break?
The shutter.
Oh, hi, Joe.
I'm looking for Sam Drucker.
Huh?
Sam Drucker. You know where he is?
Well, who do you think I am?
Wait a minute. That voice is familiar. No, it couldn't be. You ain't the Sam Drucker I used to know. He was a big, strong, healthy hunk of man.
You want to see me throw you out of here?
You are Sam Drucker. But what's happened? You got so skinny.
I weighed the same for the last 20 years.
Got one of them long, lingering illnesses. You better see a doctor while it's still lingering.
And, of course, I should see the doctor up at the Shady Rest.
If we can squeeze you in. I might be able to arrange it since you're a good friend of mine.
Well, that's the first sensible thing you said. Anybody who's a good friend of yours should see a doctor. Sam Drucker's General Store. Oh, hello, Tooey. Yeah. I just came in today.
He had a bad case of appendicitis a few years ago. Let me talk to him. Hi, Tooey, old buddy. Yeah, I hear you ain't been feeling so good. Oh, you are? Well, you want to watch out for them good health symptoms. That's a sure sign of an approaching illness. Say, Tooey, you still got your appendix? Well, you have? How'd you like to have somebody take it off your hand? Well, you want to wait till you can find a good surgeon, huh? Say, Tooey, how'd you like to come out to Shady Rest for supper some night? I got a great idea.
It's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of.
Kate, why is it every time I get a good idea, you think it's ridiculous?
Why is it every time you get a ridiculous idea, you think it's good?
Girls liked it.
I'm sure they did, and I'm beginning to see why they got me out of the hotel and said they'd fix supper.
Well, what's wrong with that? You've been working too hard.
Uncle Joe, whenever you worry about me working too hard, it seems that I wind up working too hard.
This time it's going to be different.
It certainly is, because you're going into town and tell Tooey not to come.
Evening, folks.
Hi, Tooey.
Well, it sure was nice of you folks to ask me out here to supper.
I figure there's nothing like having your friends around when you ain't feeling too good.
Joe, I told you on the phone I feel fine.
Now, tell the truth, Tooey. Do you feel fine all over, or just in places?
Well, every once in a while my appendix rears up and lets out a whinny.
Lets out a whinny, huh? What do you think, Doc?
I couldn't say without an examination. Have you seen a surgeon?
Well, that's Tooey's problem. He won't just let any old surgeon operate on him. He wants to make sure the guy knows what he's doing. Right, Tooey?
That's right.
All right, girls. Bring on the supper. Want me to do the carving?
Don't be silly. When we have one of the finest doctors in the state sitting at our table?
Dr. Bailey wanted in surgery.
Just a minute. I'll be glad to carve, but I don't know the first thing about it. I never... Wait a minute. Mrs. Bradley, would you please stop?
All right, doctor. The patient is ready.
We sterilized all the instruments. Scalpel?
Scalpel?
Scalpel. Forceps?
Forceps? Forceps?
You have no choice, Doc. Remember the Hippocratic Oath.
Kate, you know better than to talk to a doctor when he's operating. One slip of the knife and...
I don't think the patient is in any position to care one way or another.
Louis, look at them surgeon's fingers. Like he was born with a knife in his hand.
Would you like to cut the stitches now so you can get at the stuffing?
Why not?
Boy, that really was a good meal.
Never mind the meal. Didn't Doc Bailey do a great job of carving?
Say, he sure did. You know, I might want him to do a job for me one of these days.
You mean you'll let him take out your appendix?
No, I'll let him carve my turkey for me on Thanksgiving.
I think the reason Doc Bailey isn't getting any patients is because everybody thinks he's too young.
I know what you mean. They told me I was too young when I started. I might have waited a long time, except for an emergency that took old Doc Hamlin out of town.
What happened?
Well, when he was away, Granny Campbell came down with pneumonia. I pulled her through. Word got around, and from then on, I was in.
I see. Well, much obliged for your advice, Doc.
I'm afraid I haven't been much help, but if there's anything I can do...
When are you planning on going out of town?
What is it, Kate?
Uncle Joe, I don't feel good.
What hurt you?
Well, my head and my feet and everything in between.
Take it easy, Kate. Keep calm. Don't get excited.
No,
Don't worry about a thing. I'm around. I'll take you up to your room. Just leave everything to me.
The stairs are that way.
Oh, sure. I just didn't want to make too sharp a turn.
Uncle Joe, I can manage to get to my room. Just send Doc Bailey right up, huh?
He ain't around, Kate. He went into town a little while ago.
Oh? Well, you gotta go get him. Take the handcart. Tell him it's an emergency.
Right, Kate.
Listen, Bob, you don't look so good.
Oh, good.
You seen Doc Bailey?
No, I haven't.
I gotta find him. Kate's real sick. Could hardly crawl up the stairs.
What's up, Sam?
It's Kate. I think something happened to her on the stairs.
Yeah, Kate fell down a whole flight of stairs.
She rolled right down into the cellar.
Keep a feeding that boiler, Floyd. We gotta get the doc out to Kate's before it's too late.
Charlie, don't talk like that. She's just gotta pull through.
Doc's here, Kate.
Doc Bailey, I'm sure glad you could make it. I've got an awful... What are you doing here?
Well, Joe said it was an emergency.
Well, yeah, but he was supposed to bring back Doc Bailey.
He couldn't find him. Now, let me look at you.
But I want a young, modern doctor.
But I've always examined you.
Yeah, but that was when I was sick. When I'm well, I want a young, modern doctor.
Now, look here. Joe got me out of a poker game to come here. I threw away 3 queens and 2 aces when I came.
That's a full house. I'm sorry, Doc. There's nothing wrong with me. I just wanted to be Doc Bailey's Granny Campbell. So's he could cure me. And then folks wouldn't mind so much about his being young.
Has Joe heard this story?
Are you kidding? Sharing a secret with Uncle Joe is like putting it on that Telstar thing.
Well, I guess I'll just have to wait for Dr. Bailey to diagnose this serious illness of yours.
How is she, Doc?
It beats me. I've got to tell you, I never ran across a case like this before.
Don't the symptoms tell you anything?
Some of her symptoms you wouldn't believe. What I need is a young, modern doctor to consult with. You don't know where I can find one, do you?
How about Doc Bailey?
Yes. Come on, son.
Pulse and respiration normal. Oh. Lungs clear, heartbeat regular.
Oh.
Baffling, isn't it?
All right, exactly where is the pain?
Well, it sort of starts up here and it crosses my back and down my hip and it sort of winds up on my knee.
Anything else?
Well, when I breathe, there's a whistle in my ear.
Which ear? That might be very important.
The right?
Ah, well, as long as it wasn't the left.
Oh, well, come to think of it, it is the left. See how sick I am? I can't tell my right from my left. I got Doc.
Well, according to your symptoms, your appendix is attached to your kneecap, and you're breathing through your ears. I'd say you have a pretty advanced case of fakeritis.
Huh?
There's not a thing wrong with you, and you know it.
Well, okay, but nobody else does.
Look, I know what you're trying to do for me, and I appreciate it. But I want nothing more to do with this emergency case.
Never mind, Doc. The patient's cured. It's okay, folks. Kate's going to be fine. Dr. Bailey just pulled her through the crisis.
Yes, Mrs. Parker. The doctor will be able to see you Wednesday at 3:15. Please don't be late. Bye.
You know, it just might be somebody wanting some groceries. Sam Drucker's General Store.
Hello? Oh, Mr. Carey. Well, he's all filled up on Thursday. I'll call you if there's a cancellation. Bye.
Dr. Bailey's Hooterville office.
Just have the prescription filled, and I'll see you in 2 weeks, huh?
Thanks, Doc.
Sorry, Uncle Joe, you'll have to wait your turn. You're next, Mr. Benson.
Oh, thank you.
Fine thing when a man can't even see his own house, Doctor.
What are you complaining about? I just wanted to ask him what he'd like for lunch.
Petticoat Junction. This has been a Filmways presentation.
ওরা কেন থাকছে লেবু কেন কামড়ে থেকেছে লেবু কেন পড়ে যেতে বলছে সময় হয়েছে রাজু স্টোরে যাবার এবং সেখান থেকে আপনাদের কি কি ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস লাগবে সেটা নিয়ে আসতে হবে আর বরাবরের মতো আমাদের সময় 15 মিনিটস সো আপনাদের সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন সো আজকে যে 9 জন রান্না করছেন আপনাদের সময় 1 ঘন্টা আর সেই সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন। ওরা কেন খাওয়াচ্ছে? লেবু কেন কামড়ে দিচ্ছে? লেবু কেন পড়ে দিতে বলছে? পার্টিসিপেন্টস আর মাত্র 30 মিনিটস বাকি আছে, অনলি 30 মিনিটস।
নতুন ভাবেই আজকে কিছু একটা হবে, সেটা জানাতে মৌ আমাদেরকে একটু হেল্প করো।
আমি কি জানি? আর আমি যে জানি সেটাই তো আমি জানি না।
চলো আমরা একটু দুজন মিলে ট্রাই করি।
শিওর। নতুন দিন, নতুন পর্ব এবং সেই সাথে নতুন চ্যালেঞ্জ। কিন্তু চ্যালেঞ্জটা আসলে কি?
আজকে আমাদের নতুন করে চ্যালেঞ্জ শুরু হবে, জানি না কি হবে, দেখা যাক। গত দুটো পর্বে আমি খুবই খারাপ পারফরমেন্স দেখিয়েছি, আশা করি আজকে আমি ভালো কিছু করতে পারবো।
দুটি চ্যালেঞ্জ আমাদের অলরেডি হয়ে গিয়েছে। আমার কাজ, আমার প্রেজেন্টেশন নিয়ে শুরুতে আমি যেভাবে সবাইকে ইমপ্রেস করেছি আমি এটা ধরে রাখার চেষ্টা করছি।
নতুন ভাবেই আজকে কিছু একটা হবে, সেটা জানাতে মৌ আমাদেরকে একটু হেল্প করো।
আমি কি জানি? আর আমি যে জানি সেটাই তো আমি জানি না।
চলো আমরা একটু দুজন মিলে ট্রাই করি।
শিওর।
ঠিক আছে,
বলুন। পূর্ণিমা, কোনো কি সমস্যা? আপনি ফিস ফিস করে কথা বলছেন কেন?
কি যেন বললে তুমি?
ফিস ফিস করে কথা বলছেন কেন? লাউডলি ভাই শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
এই যে তোমার মুখ দিয়ে তো বেরিয়ে গেছে,
মানে ফিস ফিস।
রাইট।
মহামঞ্চ আসলে একটা রহস্যময় জায়গা, এটা একটা মরীচিকাই বলবো। যদি মনে হয় যে এটা হবে, তবে সেটাই আগে হয় না, এবং যেটা মনে করি না যে আজকে হবে সেটাই হয়ে যায়।
সেরা রাঁধুনির এই মহামঞ্চে কোনো কিছু প্রেডিক্ট করে আসা যে আমি এটা নিয়ে প্রিপারেশন নিব, এটা আসলে আমার মনে হয় যে ভুল, কারণ সেটা গত দুইটা চ্যালেঞ্জে আমি বুঝতে পেরেছি আমি যেটাই ভেবেছি সেটার অপোজিটটা এসেছে।
আজকে আমাদের ফিশ নিয়ে কিছু একটা হচ্ছে।
ওকে, বাট ফিশ নিয়ে হবেটা কি?
মাছ তো শুনে নিলে, মাছে ভাতে বাঙালি, সেই মাছ দিয়েই তৈরি করতে হবে আজকে আমাদের স্পেশাল ডিশ।
বাট আমরা নর্মালি বাসায় যেভাবে রান্না করি, বাসার রান্না দিয়ে তো হবে না, সো আমাদেরকে দেশি ফিশ রান্না করতে হবে। দেশি মাছ দিয়ে আজকে আমরা রান্না করব, কিন্তু দেশি ফিশ দিয়ে বিদেশি রান্না করব। সো আজকে চ্যালেঞ্জের নাম ফিশ ফিউশন।
যখন শুনলাম যে আজকে আমাদের ফিশ ফিউশন হবে তখন শুনে একটু ভয় পেয়েছিলাম, তারপর ভাবছিলাম যে না, মেন্টর যেহেতু আছে উনি ভালো মতো এক্সপ্লেন করে দিলে আমি করতে পারবো ইনশাল্লাহ।
আজকে যখন টাস্কটা অ্যানাউন্স হলো যে ফিশ ফিউশন মানে দেশি মাছ দিয়ে একটা ফিউশন ডিশ করতে হবে, আমার তখনই আমার টিমে জিনাতের কথা মাথায় আসলো। আমি জানি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন নিয়ে তার আইডিয়াটা খুব কম।
আমাদের সেকেন্ড চ্যালেঞ্জ কি হতে যাচ্ছে?
আমরা সবাই জানি লাইফ ইজ আ জার্নি, সো আমাদের আজকের বিষয়টা কাইন্ড অফ জার্নির উপরেই থাকবে।
গ্রেট, তাহলে আমাদের ডেস্টিনেশন কোথায়?
এটা হলো সেরা রাঁধুনির মহামন্ত্র। আমরা কেন একটা ডেস্টিনেশনে থাকবো? আমরা অনেকগুলো ডেস্টিনেশন ঘুরে আসবো, অনেকগুলো দেশ।
আমার একটা প্রশ্ন এখানেও রয়েছে, আমরা কিসে করে যাব? বাস, ট্রেন আর প্লেন?
প্লেনে নামো, আমরা প্লেটে করে যাব।
ওকে।
এটা একটা culinary destination চ্যালেঞ্জ হবে অল অ্যারাউন্ড দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড। পুরো বিশ্ব ভ্রমণ করব এন্ড সব দেশের কুইজিন নিয়ে আজকে কাজ করব।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, তাই আজকে এবং আগামীর আমাদের থিম থাকছে স্বাদের বিশ্ব ভ্রমণ।
আজকে আমাদের চ্যালেঞ্জ হচ্ছে স্বাদের বিশ্বভ্রমণ। ডিফারেন্ট টাইপস অফ কুইজিনের খাবার রান্না করতে হবে আজকে আমাদেরকে।
যখন আমি স্বাদের বিশ্বভ্রমণ চ্যালেঞ্জটা শুনলাম তখন আমার ভালো লেগেছে এই জন্য কারণ আমি বিভিন্ন কুইজিন নিয়ে কাজ করেছি।
বিজ্ঞ বিচারক, থিম তো বুঝলাম, বাট আজ কারা পারফর্ম করবে এবং আগামী পর্বে কারা পারফর্ম করবে এটা আমরা কিভাবে নির্ধারণ করব?
আজ আসলে 20 জনই পারফর্ম করবে।
হ্যাঁ,
খুব কঠিন মনে হচ্ছে? একটা কিচেনে দুটো করে স্টক, সেভাবে তো ভাগ করে নেওয়া যাবে, তাই না? রাইট? আচ্ছা, আরো সহজ করে দিচ্ছি, আসলে 10 জনেরই রান্না হবে। প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জে যারা রান্না করেছিলেন সেই প্রথম 10 জন আজকে রান্না করবেন এবং দ্বিতীয় দিনের 10 জন যার যার আসনে বসে যাবে।
কারা রান্না করবে সেটা বুঝলাম, কিন্তু কি রান্না করবে?
এই যে বললাম, নানা দেশের রান্না, কুইজিন ফ্রম অল ওভার দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড।
বিভিন্ন দেশের রান্না তো হবেই, কিন্তু কাদের পছন্দে হবে? আপনাদের পছন্দে না? একটা ম্যাজিক ফিশ বোল তো আমাদের আছে। ফিশ বোলটা কি রাখা আছে তোমার কাছে?
একদম,
সেখানে দেখো।
ফিশ বোলের রেসিপি চুজ করার আগে আরেকটা পার্ট আছে। আমাদের ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফের চমকটা এখনো বাকি আছে।
রাইট।
কুমু, আপনি আমাদের লাস্ট চ্যালেঞ্জের ব্ল্যাক স্কার্ফ উইনার, সো আপনার জন্য একটা স্পেশাল পাওয়ার থাকবে, বাট আমি আপনাকে 3টা অপশন দিব। থিঙ্ক ওয়াইজলি কোনটা আপনাকে ম্যাক্সিমাম বেনিফিট করতে পারে। ফার্স্ট অপশন, আজকে চ্যালেঞ্জে আপনি যদি না রান্না করতে চান আপনি অন্য টিমে যে কোনো কারোর সাথে প্লেস সুইচ করতে পারবেন। নাম্বার 2, আপনার সাথে আজকে যারা রান্না করছে তাদের রেসিপির সাথে আপনি সোয়াপ করতে পারবেন, সেটা রেসিপি দেখার পরে। অ্যান্ড থার্ড অপশন হবে হলো গিয়ে আপনি যতবার আজকে আমাদের রাঁধুনি গ্রোসারি স্টোরে যেতে যাচ্ছেন আপনি ততবার যেতে পারবেন। দিজ আর দ্য 3 অপশনস ইউ হ্যাভ। খুশি? That is the power of black scarf. Mentors time out শুরু হবে এখন। 2 মিনিটস পাবেন প্রতিটা পার্টিসিপেন্টসের জন্য। 2 মিনিটস।
আপনাদের না ওই রেশিও মেইনটেইন করতে 3টা ভাগে ভাগ করেন, না করে 3টা রুটি একসাথে দেন। দিয়েছে সংখ্যাটা হলো ইয়াতে দিবেন না, চিলি ফ্লেক্স এটাতে না, আমি বলি আপনি শ্যালো ফ্রাই করবেন। হ্যাঁ, কাটলেটে দেবেন, চাটনি লাইক কাটলেট, ঠিক আছে?
আমাদের বিজ্ঞ বিচারকেরা জানিয়ে দিয়েছেন রান্নার জন্য আপনাদের সময় হচ্ছে 2 ঘন্টা এবং আপনাদের সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 1 ঘন্টা বাকি। মেন্টার্স, আপনাদের মেন্টার্স টাইম আউট শুরু হবে এখন। 2 মিনিটস পাবেন প্রতিটা পার্টিসিপেন্টসের জন্য। 2 মিনিটস।
না, ওই রেশিও মেনটেন করতে 3টা ভাগে ভাগ করে না করে 3টা রুটি একসাথে বেড়ে দিয়েছে। আমাকে তাহলে ইয়াতে দিবেন না, চিলি ফ্লেক্স এটাতে না, আমি বলি আপনি শ্যালো ফ্রাই করবেন। হ্যাঁ, কাটলেটে দেবেন, চাটনি লাইক কাটলেট, ঠিক আছে? তারাই কিন্তু বারবার বিট করতেছে, তো হবে না। এখন যে বাটারে সতে করবো না, কিন্তু
1.5 মিনিট আছে মাহফুজুর রহমান, ফেরদৌস সারা এবং আইরিশ আতিয়ারের জন্য। অনলি 1 মিনিট 11 সেকেন্ডস।
পাতাটা ছড়াও, ছড়ার পর একটা প্লেট মারবা, গ্যাসটাকে চোখ করতে হালকা করে পেটে।
ফেরদৌস সারা চলে আসুন।
সঠিক হয়েছে, আগে কি বলবেন যে আনা হচ্ছে পাই তো কাবার। হ্যাঁ, এটাই হচ্ছে, দেখবেন হালকা একটু আমি করে দিচ্ছি।
নাদিয়া, নাতাশা, আজকে আপনার 3 জন পার্টিসিপেন্ট। খুব টেনশন হচ্ছে,
অনেক
অবস্থা তাদের?
আমি দেখলাম যেটা অসিত খুব ভালোভাবে কাজ আগায় নিচ্ছে। ওর সব কিছু রেডি, মানে সব কম্পোনেন্ট রেডি, আর শুধু বেকিংটা বাকি আছে। আর ঠিক হচ্ছে উনি আপুর যেটা দেখলাম, উনিও সব কিছু গুছিয়ে ফেলেছে, ওনার ডোটা রেডি করেছে, এখন জাস্ট বেলে আর কি ওভেনে দিবে। বাট আমি একটু টেনশন হচ্ছে ডাক্তার মুনিমকে নিয়ে অ্যাগেইন, কারণ উনি যে ডোটা করেছে আমাদের যে টার্ট শেলের জন্য, যেটা হয় কি যে এই শেল এটা কিন্তু আমাদের ফ্রিজে রাখতে হয় যাতে গলে না দেয়, একটু রেস্টে রাখতে হয়। বাট উনি যেটা করেছে বাইরে রেখে দিয়েছে, সো দ্যাটস যেহেতু বাটার এবং গরমের একটা ব্যাপার থাকে, এটা সফট হয়ে গেছে।
সাদিয়া তাহের,
আমি জিনাতকে নিয়ে একটু টেনসড। আসলে আমার মনে হয়েছে সে ট্রেডিশনাল ফুড নিয়ে অনেক জানে বা তার আইডিয়া ভালো, ওটার হাত ভালো, বাট ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিনস নিয়ে আমার মনে হচ্ছে তার আইডিয়াটা একটু কম। যেমন ইটালিয়ানে আসলে কী কী টাইপের হার্বস যাবে এটা নিয়ে ওনার তেমন একটা আইডিয়া নেই। সো উনি ওই জায়গাটাতে আমার মনে হচ্ছে একটু মেসড আপ করবে, বাট আই হোপ যাতে ভালো করে।
আইরিশ আতিয়ার,
রূপাকে নিয়ে একটু কনফিডেন্ট ছিলাম, বাট রূপা আমার কেন জানি মনে হচ্ছে ও এখন কনফিউজড হয়ে গেছে, একটু প্রেশারাইজড হচ্ছে। ওয়ারাজ আমি সাইমাকে নিয়ে খুব বেশি টেনশনে ছিলাম, লাস্ট পর্বটাতে তার খুবই খারাপ হয়েছিল। আজকে সে ভালো করছে।
ফেরদৌস সারা,
2 জন পার্টিসিপেন্ট, এর মধ্যে কুমু আছে যে গত এপিসোডে হচ্ছে ব্ল্যাক স্কাপ পেয়েছিল। আজকে যে ব্যাপারটা যে ওর উপর একটা চাপ পড়েছে যে ও হচ্ছে কতটা বেটার করতে পারবে আজকের পারফরমেন্সটা। তো এখন পর্যন্ত আমি যতটুকু দেখেছি আমার কাছে মনে হয়েছে ও খুব মানে ভালোভাবে করছে ওর কাজগুলো। আর একটা হচ্ছে নওশিন, ও ও হচ্ছে ব্রেডও কখনো করে নাই, বাট আমি ওকে ফুল মেজারমেন্ট সহ ওকে সবকিছু ব্রিফ করে এসেছি।
মাহফুজুর রহমান।
আমার পার্টিসিপেন্ট হচ্ছে দুইজন, নাশিতা আর সাফায়েত। সাফায়েত অলমোস্ট রান্না হয়ে গেছে, আমি টেস্ট করে দেখে আসছি, একটু সল্টের ব্যালেন্স আমার কাছে কম লেগেছে, বললাম সামান্য একটু দিতে হবে। নাশিতা যেটা স্টাফিং করেছে ওটা অনেক মজা ছিল, কিন্তু ওর টাটশেলটা একটু বাটারি হয়ে গেছে, এই জন্য ক্রাক আসছিল। আমি বলছি সামান্য একটু ময়দা, একটু আইসিং সুগার দিয়ে ওটাকে সুন্দর করে মিশিয়ে আবার তুমি 2-3টা বানিয়ে রাখ।
থ্যাংক ইউ, বেস্ট অফ লাক। দেখা যাক কি হয়। আমার তো মনে হয় যে আজকে সবাই খুব ভালো করবে।
600 tỏi, 600 củ, 600 triệu, lô củ 600 triệu vàng. Cái sự nhiều và tiền đấy. Mình làm sao ấy? Tiền tao, nó xuất hiện đâu, tao không giỏi. Cái đồ mấy em muốn nói chuyện này, để tôi làm cái chụp nghệ thuật, dàn cái số mic 16 à? What the hell? Sao mic 16 nhỉ? Chôn tao. Sao up đằng lên và sao bé bé 16 ở chôn tao. May mà nó vẫn lên mạch xanh. Và sao vừa lói thằng yếu béo yếu nghe nó leo đúng nghe rồi lại ăn đi rồi mà. Ô ăn đi rồi chất lắm ăn đi này mình nó tin lớn sao đâu mình phải thắng được rồi. Mắt mới mở ra để đi sắp tới khi tao thêm động để thực mắt mới chọn sẽ vẫn bắt đầu lời nói đôi khi chỉ bông đùa làm thế nào thì đâu là thật. Một người chuyên môn là giả nhưng mà không lo lại thật. Còn chú ấy thích bu vải mật ở nhà ngài thật. Yes sir broccoli. Có khi tại phát đánh mấy cục vài sự kinh kinh ấy, nhưng mà đánh cục 16 vòng đeo quá à. Trong đường kèo hay dày hết thiệt đeo quá. Cục to vào rồi, cục to 16 cục vòng cơ. Cục lấy mới ra kim cương, cục lấy ra kim cương xịn đét. Xin chào. Không, rất đặc biệt, mày đã tìm lại được một con này. Có đồ miền về rồi. Ta bị xịt tờ truyền hết rồi. Trốn bố. One chút. Chọn broccoli ơi. Bí khổng lồ tí hon à. Ôi đây rồi. Vai vua của vua. Vai của một nhà vua đấy, thực sự đây là một nhà vua ấy. 2 và 1 chỉ vai vua ấy, zone bay lên. Sẽ dẫn em đi đập Lucky Block. Quả trứng như xịn xịn nhỉ. Áp quỷ Free Fire. Yes, broccoli ơi. 2 mà không được 21 mùa xuân như quý luôn. Thua phải không? Rồi sáng sáng bạn lên buổi kế đi bà bắn à chuẩn không broccoli farm nếu ăn đi à. Ok kiếm đi cho đây sushi nhé. Đường lấy xe của đây rồi xong máy xong lấy luôn. Farm nó kim lốc màu tím cùng màu hồng đỏ nhỉ, đỏ cùng màu tím không cùng màu xanh chắc chắn luôn. Giống vào farm kim cương luôn thề. Với đây là gì, đây là farm kim cương nha. Đeo tù chẳng xong rồi lỡ lấy quán ít tiền nào như thế rồi đây nhá. Bò kìa, rồi thì snack mát thì giấu tí rồi làm giống kiếm xịn nhất đấy xong rồi Ace thầy đang là Ace của game này. Bây giờ trẻ Master A không? Ở trong bắn trong PUBG Master A 1,5 tỷ à? Khiếp thật đấy, cũng xịn nhất khiếp thật 1,5 tỷ à? Chúng ta sao gì này theo bảo độc về tự ra không ra gì thì các tự ra cứ báo tay sau ấy tập cái đấy chuẩn cho chị vãi tôi tập kiểu vay ngang tập cơ riêng sự vào điếc chia tay tốt cho đi thôi nhầm với các bạn. Nhờ bảo chỉnh quen bài hát và xin đi chuyện linh tinh xuống đưa nhau cho bảo chuẩn bị quen người kiểu có quen biết với thằng bạn tao mà chắc thì không Đấy là người ta im lặng. Đây là suy nghĩ rồi với chính là im lặng. Hãy cho xin chỉ vì tìm được người rồi tốt rồi. Đâu tâm trí chuẩn không broccoli. Một quầy 2 sẽ farm mới để các em cách để farm mình quả lucky block binh chinh. Lại một ngày dưới hoa không lấy đâu. Không cần anh để ra ôi sao có được rồi này. Quên mất. Đều dân tạp à. Yes sir. Con này cầm cái điều đéo gì nhỉ? Sojin Nanh. Đúng rồi, Sojin Nanh gang. Chuẩn. Hết tuần đâu. Thằng kia chết không? Út. Thích gửi lên mà chết cho thầy không? Nhót. Nghe lập tức, nhót lập tức. What the hell, trứng có nổ không vậy broccoli? Nhìn giống trứng nhót đấy nhỉ? Thực ra ai ra